What's up, chat? How you doing? Let me get situated here real quick, and I'll give you all my attention. Okay. How is everybody, huh? How you doing? Hmm. How come you only send the first Mass Effect? Because I haven't gotten around to sending the other. Well, I've sent Mass Effect 1 and Andromeda, so I've sent two of them. Just haven't got around to sending 2 and 3. I'm thinking next year, though, I'm going to be, well, just next year is like a month from now. I'll be sending Mass Effect 2, so I'll get to them, don't worry. They will have their time. But how is everybody, huh? Hope everyone's having a good one. Uh, just finished watching Christine Silly. Is that movie, that Stephen King movie about the killer car? Any plans for Claire Obscure? I believe that's the one I'm sending next after Shinmu. Pretty sure that one, I put that one up for vote and it won. What up? Hey, Jim, how you doing tonight? First person in Twitch tonight. Is Twitch just dead? I'm not sure. What's going on with Twitch? There we go. It's probably one of those days where it just takes everyone like for a minute to like get in because Twitch is being slow to send out the notifications. You cast a Necrosman. Yeah, cast what? Cast drugs. Drugs is what, what am I saying? I'm trying to come up with a joke and my mind goes to drugs for some reason. Not easy. But who knows? Chat, last night chat was pretty damn active. I'm probably cursed for tonight to be a slow chat. We'll see. But let me get this fixed and then I'll switch over to the camera. Drugs are an instrument of the mind. I for artists they are. For everyone else, they're a bit of an issue. Just chatting. No, I'm gonna be playing Jade Empire tonight. I'm just having it. I'm leaving it on just chatting because no one's gonna watch. Look on Twitch for a Jade Empire stream. It's to my benefit to leave it in just chatting because it technically is a just chatting stream, and then I turn it into a Jade Empire stream after about an hour. You know the method by now. I have my ways. I have my ways. Also help. Well, hey, what's up, Riku, as well as all the people on Kick. Weddings don't pay for themselves. All the streamer tips tonight, guys, write that down. Yeah, I've turned to selling drugs to pay for my wedding. The actual secret. Just look how like drug dealer looking I look. Don't I just scream, "Hey kids, you want to buy some meth?" It's written all over my face. I look untrustworthy. You like streams or niche obscure games? I do too. But when I want people to discover the stream, sometimes I have to put it in a different category. You see, my problem as a streamer is I've always been too honest. Get a haircut. I actually have a haircut appointment for this Thursday. So don't worry, it's coming. And I need it badly. It's way too long. It's spreading. It's just all over the place. My hair just doesn't stop growing. I should probably just try growing it long at some point just to see if I like it. I know I wouldn't, but I've never tried it, really long hair before. My hair locked next year on my birthday. I've never heard someone describe their getting a haircut as getting it locked. Would you ever grow a mullet? I mean, if I didn't get it cut, it would turn into a mullet. I have hair that naturally wants to form a mullet. I learned that back in high school. All I had to do is get very busy within the front and it would eventually become a mullet. A friend of mine recently got into Neopets, so I felt compelled to share a little fact that they had Scientologists managing it for a few years. Neopets is still around? Wasn't that like a thing from the late 90s, early 2000s? And What do you mean a Scientologist ran it for only a couple of years? Usually once they get their hooks in something, they never let go. Hey, Dart, what's up, Chef? How you doing tonight? Odd request. Is there a chance you can show your audio and mic setup with your mixer? Uh, I can't show you, but I can tell you what I use. Well, I can show you my microphone. That I can just put it right up there. But this is I use a Shure SM7B. This is a very common microphone amongst like content creators. Like every one of us uses it. I've been using it for like well on like 9 years now. But the reason we all use this mic is because it's very good at rejecting off-axis noise. So it really only picks up more or less what's directly in front of it and then tries to isolate and like not pick up everything around it. So for people like recording in like an office or bedroom like I am, or streaming, it's very good at not picking up room noise or like outside noise that might bleed into other microphones. So that's why we all use it. Pretty much everyone does. As for my mixer, I use a Rodecaster Pro. I think it's a Rodecaster Pro too. I mean, shit. It's just a Rodecaster. So they're pretty pricey though. So you don't necessarily need a Rodecaster if that's what you're asking for. That being said, if you're planning to buy any of this stuff, let me give you my let me get my Amazon affiliate link ready to go so you can click on it and I get a commission. That's right. I gotta do that. Well, there's content creator things I've never bothered doing. So yeah, that's what I use for my audio. But audio is pretty pricey if you wanted to sound like mine, because I think these two things together probably around $800 to $900. Dart the shill. It's not a shill of it. They're I didn't even like spring it on them. Catches your voice but not kitty meows. If they're up close to it, or if I'm talking at the same time as they meow, you can still hear them meow. It's no mic is not going to capture some audio because that's just physics. This one's just much better than most at not capturing off-axis noise. What game will never get a sequel? F-Zero. Didn't that get a sequel? But I'm talking about Jade Empire, the game I'm playing tonight, which you know already. You would think the mic would pick up speaker audio. I mean, it can if I turn it up loud enough, but generally it's even pretty good at not even like picking up my speaker audio. What degrees do I have? None. I am not a college educated man. Just goes to show you, you can make do in this world if you got a talent. Otherwise, become a plumber or electrician. Nope. No degrees for me. Don't know how that makes you look at me like, oh god, I thought he was smart. Like, what's a fistule? Looks like it's been a while. How have you been? Has it been a while, or you just normally lurk? There are 7 F-Zero games, in fact, but has there ever been an F-Zero 2? If I could go back, I would go to a trade school. If I were to get a degree, it'd likely be a history degree, if I'm being honest with you. That was kind of like my passion for a while. Still is today, but if I were to get, college education, that's what I'd go for. Happy for you to be honest. Thanks for your videos. Hey, my pleasure. I don't want to be bullshit you any. It's all about establishing trust. That way I can manipulate the better once I actually have you believing in me. It's been a while indeed. See, I have a steel trap mind for viewers sometimes. But it's good to have you back. What brought you back to me, my little stream here? My nose itches a lot, so get ready for me to do this a lot tonight. It's not me doing coke and like, trying to like hide it. I swear. Most likely electrician. If I could go back for a degree, it would be accounting or math. See, those are the anti-degrees for Dartigan. Would not apply for me. I'm not a math guy. You have one archaeology too, and no work in my field. Yeah, I actually once, when I was back in school, like in middle school and early high school, wanted to be an archaeologist. And I got dissuaded from it by my school counselor, no less of all people. But it's rough. It's a rough field. It's like very few positions are ever available, and I mean, what do you even do? I mean, if you don't get to go out into the field and like dig for stuff, I guess you're stuck in a museum cleaning stuff off for the racks. You have a steel trap sometimes, wooden, then imply trap was... Look, I have several steel traps set up around my home to catch invaders. It's necessary. You don't know where I live. What we deal with here. Have I tried Dispatch? I played through Dispatch and liked it a few weeks ago. I'll probably even do a video on that. Turns out you're way too big to fit in jets, as in planes. We got bot. We got a bot. There's a bot in chat, in the kick chat again. There's always one at the beginning of a stream. There's always this Nesna shit. Taken care of. No more bot. There's always one. I'll deal with though. Also, college has nothing to do with being smart, and yeah, you seem to be a well-versed in it. History was always been my best. I got a mind for it for some reason, but I agree. College doesn't necessarily make someone smart. It just means you're probably a bit more educated, a few other things. But here's my secret: I never stopped educating myself. Gotta keep that curious mind, you know. There's a height limit on being a fighter pilot. Oh yeah, you gotta be short, don't you? Which explains why Tom Cruise has always been like a masterful fighter jet pilot, because he's so damn short, even though he doesn't want anyone to know that. You're 6'4"? Yeah, you're not going to fit in most fighter jets, I don't think. You're always uneducated, that's your secret. Uneducated, but entertaining. Looking forward to. I really admire your ability to spot little details and plot holes, mistakes. It's easy to miss something when you're just focused on following this. That's exactly the entire point of the videos. In fact, is I want to point out things that people didn't notice or were cleverly hidden. One of the few things I'm good at. The fact Dart doesn't have a degree makes me imagine his Sin videos. If he had an English degree, it would be different between base Goku versus... Not necessarily. I've always found English majors to be kind of insufferable cunts. No disrespect to anyone with an English major in chat, but even you probably agree with me. Sometimes they're not the best writers because they're so educated on their precious words, they don't realize when they need to stop using some of them. Just saying. You got the street smarts. I grew up rural. I got rural smarts and then internet smarts. I don't have these so-called street smarts because there were no streets. Just like roads. Don't know about that. The fact that he doesn't have the degree means that his style, his writing developed pretty distinctly. I do feel like a lot of English majors always have the same style because it gets drilled into them. Well, I'm a little bit more freeform. They can write an 11-page paper in 4 hours. Some of them can. It won't be necessarily something you want to read, though. Country roads, take me home. I did live on a dirt road at one point. Any language major would be a pain in the ass concerning said language. I feel like if you pay money to like study a language in college, you're gonna be like gonna create certain tendencies in you. Hey Nathan Explosion. I feel like I know that name, but it's slipping my mind right now. Dart is a country boy. Well, I grew up in the country and technically still live there, but I've never had southern inclinations. Never been quite the southern guy in terms of like culture. I don't know, maybe you guys see something different in me. But I like to think like, you know what? I may live here, but I don't own a single gun or a gigantic truck that I drive around. Or I don't go fishing, as they say. I'm like anti-South. We have Duolingo. Duolingo is not for learning and speaking other languages. You can spend hours a day on Duolingo, then go to the country that speaks a language you've been training on, and you'll barely be able to string a sentence together. Duolingo is for people who have already learned another language to practice with. So weird seeing you first time after years. Oh man, I'm making a bad impression because I need a haircut. Yeah, I'm getting this cut on Thursday, so you'll just pretend you haven't seen me until then, all right? Then I swear I'll actually look pretty decent. You want to see Dart with a wheat or straw in his mouth with straw hat on? That's stereotyping me, by the way. That's like me saying I want to see, well, I can't even like mention the stereotype without potentially getting real banned. You're too well protected. You're good. I mean, hey, if you're impressed, then I'm happy, but I know I can do better. I can do better. Is there any soup kitchens and food banks opening in your area? I don't know of anything like a food bank or a soup kitchen, but there's always been like places poor people can go and get food in my area. I haven't heard of any new ones opening. Why are we expecting like the return to the 20s, the roaring ones, and the Great Depression? Did you try Disco Elysium and any thoughts about making a video on it? I actually own that game and played it briefly. I've never streamed it before though. I don't know if I could make a video on it because it's one of those games where there's so many different ways of like solving a situation that it feels like any sin I find will be countered by the fact that you can do it in a different way that will kind of like get rid of the sin. Those kind of games always make that hard to do. That being said, I might try to stream it at some point. You sure about that? I've read about a whole lot of people who jump-started their interest in language thanks to dual. Interest in language is not the same thing as learning it. If you want to speak a language, a second language, or a third language properly, you do just need to like actually speak with people who can speak that language naturally as their first language. That's always like, or like someone who like his. You basically need to speak with people who can speak the language. That's like the only true way to learn it. You can only like study so much in an app. Any plans to play, stream, Sin, Assassin's Creed Mirage? Not at this moment in time. Not right now. Like I'm already like struggling to like find what I want to play. Like my passion for playing a game right now is like kind of low because nothing really new is exciting's come out in a while. So I'm like, I'm just gonna play some old shit. And when I think of playing something right now, Assassin's Creed is the furthest thing from it. Like learning Japanese through anime. Yeah, you're better off just like listening to say Daijobu Deska. Salmon or tuna? Salmon. So I don't like tuna. Salmon is great though. No problems with some delicious salmon. Especially with like garlic butter on that shit. You get inspired by cinema sins. How was your first ever sin video? How did you script it? I was obviously inspired by cinema sins, but I will say I've always been someone who like would critically look at like the entertainment I was reading or playing through to like look for that kind of stuff. So that kind of content already appealed to me. And I was already kind of semi decent at like finding and spotting those moments. My first video was on Tomb Raider. The way it happened was I wasn't even running. I was actually in a group of people at the time running a separate channel called Pixel Collision, or we were trying to. We hadn't actually launched it yet, and all the entire group was coming up with their own content they were going to put on it. And I was like, hey, let me do this game sin stuff. And I had a partner at the time. He was going to be the voice of it, and I'd be the one playing and writing the scripts. But then that entire like project fell apart, and I was left with like a semi-formed episode of something that I'd kind of already written a script for, and my own channel was struggling at the time. So I was like, fuck it, I'll make this last project, I'll put it out, and I'll be done with YouTube because no one's watching anything. So I'd like quickly hack together the Tomb Raider video, put it out on my channel, went to work that day thinking no one would watch it, and I came back and it had like 40,000 views on it. I was like, oh, okay. So then I've been doing it ever since and actually making a living off it. In hindsight, it's probably not a very good video. I kind of rushed it, and there's probably a ton of mistakes in it. But you know what? Still my first. Sons of the Forest art? Maybe one day. Is that game finished yet, or is it still in early access? I don't want to play it if it's still in early access. Saw something big at the Game Awards, but I'm not allowed to say, then don't. Don't, break NDA. People still give me shit over Lara. I mean, for me, that's just the difference between me and as American versus English. Like Lara is not a normal name in American English. I have to like stop and think to say it. It's like Lara. I would not be the first American to make the mistake of saying Laura Croft. First time I spoke French with a French person switching to English was when I was complaining to a postal worker about my replacement credit card being stuck in an airport. So it's with complaints. That's when the French accepted you, huh? Like, oh, he's one of us. Like now we can actually speak the language of like, assholery. To challenge yourself. Yep. You think? Oh, they finished Sons of the Forest. Okay. I mean, I probably won't. I never finish survival games though. Just forewarned. color versus color. I mean, they sound exactly the same. They're just spelled differently. Wish you luck fighting Rinko in hard mode. Good luck on that, whatever game that is. Gamer stretching time. So, Chad, anything been going on today? I've been recording lines for the Shinmu video left and right today, as well as like rewriting stuff. Did not have much time to pay attention to the news. What happened out there? Oh, Silent Hill. Oh, yeah, I forgot that was a character in that. Even though I just made a video on that a week ago. She's not that tough. Yeah, I feel like not only we like slow news, new releases, we're slow game news or anything related to the industry happening right now. Like nothing. We're just all holding our breath for the Game Awards in a few days. Come on, I need that fresh content. Tim Sweeney made a fool of himself with his AI excuses. He's the Xbox guy, right? Or am I thinking of someone else? Oh no, he's the Epic guy. Never mind. Yeah, he did say. Well, Tim Sweeney will say whatever he can to try to make a dig at Steam because he hates Steam, mainly because it's still kicking his ass. But he's only making Steam look better. Publisher of Franklin disavowed the publisher of Franklin disavowed the Secretary of Defense for making an AI image of Franklin the Turtle firing an RPG at drug boats. Was this an AI generated thing? God damn, we are just in like shit posting era, aren't we? We're even like the politicians do it. Epic CEO is saying Steam should get rid of their disclosure. Yeah, that was stupid. Like, why wouldn't you people? I mean, it's still, there's no reason to get rid of that disclosure. People want to know about it. Hot take is Silent Hill F is screw all their friends. They're horrible people. Technically, they're not. If once you play through the game several times, you realize her friends, while they thought they were getting jealous and upset with her, they also were like realizing a lot of it was their own problems, like Rinko especially. So she was like trying to turn a new leaf in the writings you get from her and stuff. The guy who created the AI actress came out to state he wasn't trying to replace human actors. Well, that's the thing. No, they're not trying to replace anyone except for the people they have to pay. That's what that's all about. Like we want to solve the problem of paychecks. That's just a big problem in the industry today. All industries is the paycheck. We can just solve having to pay people. Things will be good. Want to punch people who mockingly degrade people with an interest in other languages by saying you just watch anime, don't you? Right, and everyone who wants to learn Russian is a commie. I can honestly say I've never come across someone who's degraded mocked anyone for wanting to learn another language. I've come across people who've mocked people for being incredibly cringy when it comes to Japanese by just saying words they've only learned from anime. So if you just like randomly throw in Japanese words like daijobu desu ka into your regular English, it's going to be weird. It's going to be like, oh, it's going to make everyone around you cringe, especially if they know what you're doing. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but that's the only thing I can think of. Most people always encourage people, I think, to like learn second languages because it's pretty useful. But if your only knowledge of the language is through watching a couple anime episodes that you really enjoy, it's best to just use the language you know and not just try to sneak in like weird Japanese phrases into like regular language with someone who's also speaking English. Yeah, bukkake isn't something you can work into an actual conversation. They gotta learn about the Kanamura Matsuri. Kanamura, okay. What is the Kanamura Matsuri? Also got you up on YouTube. 2Dart, let's farm these fools. Hey, I appreciate the views. I really do. Don't forget to like over there on YouTube as well. Your high school actually offered I got offered Spanish and French, and I was told not to take either of them. I got told not to take a lot of classes in high school. Like, they told me not to take Spanish when I wanted to take it. They said, no, don't do that. You know, that's not for you. Got told not to become an archaeologist by my counselor. I didn't get a lot of encouragement from my high school years. I had to come up with that myself. Even got told I'd never get paid to play video games. Not that I was trying to at the time, but that was just what everyone said when you said you played video games, when they wanted to be a responsible adult. Look where I am now. Cox. Yes, Cox. My high school had Latin, took 4 years of it, and that was the one final I failed. So can you still speak it? I feel like your really only good way of learning Latin is to be a Catholic and go to Catholic school. Konami asks PC gamers to remove noob mods of Silent Hill F. Don't do it. Download all those mods. Preserve them. Look, if they didn't want nude mods, they wouldn't have created female characters, is all I'm saying. That's just how it works. Honestly, you shouldn't create any characters if you don't want nude mods, because they're going to do it for males too. You better just make it like nondescript blobs and make it only console only if you don't want nude mods. Because it's just, people be horny. And they horny for characters they spend a lot of time with. Take a page from how detailed Leon's thong is. Leon has got a lot of stripper outfits, is all I'll say. You gotta admit, the technological advancement of Rule 34 over the past decade has been staggering. Like, the only thing more impressive has been AI. Hope your Thanksgiving was well. Love your videos. My Thanksgiving was well. Thankfully, my Thanksgiving is very small. Just 4 people. Me, my fiance, my mom, and little brother. So, super simple. Hope yours was too, if you celebrate that. And hey, thanks for watching my vids. I got a Shinbu video coming out on Patreon in a couple days. I was recording lines for it today. And I think you guys are going to like it. It's pretty good. Leon's facial model has stated many times, stop tagging me in your Resident Evil porn. Don't like opening Twitter, seeing myself getting pounded by Nemesis. But why? Come on now. That's got to be gratifying. To know that, like, that many people have, like, did things in their head to you. Or like seeing it. I wouldn't mind. I'd be like, yeah, do what you gotta do. Though I will admit that's some balls to like tag him on Twitter so he knows exactly what you people are jerking off to. Like, hey, I jerked off to you to this, just so you know. I mean, I feel like there's like you should at least keep that on the down low. Never met a single one of those fabled ultra weebs who supposedly treat anime as gospel while mingling Japanese. I've seen plenty of elitists who mock people who say they want to learn. Most of the people who will do that aren't going to use it in real life conversation. It's usually online. Well, I've definitely come across people in like certain subreddits or forums, I guess there's still forums around somewhere, who would throw in random Japanese words into what they were posting. And it was always like, oh, no, don't do that. It's like, you need to learn this social cue. It ain't how it works. But yeah, I'm going to assume probably not as many when it's just like actual conversation between people. Unless you're on VR chat, then you'll probably run into it a lot. For as many VR chat jokes as I've been making recently, I really need to try playing that game just so I can, like, see how degenerate it has become. Then again, I don't think you can stream that game on Twitch without setting it to, like, parental controls or something. Like when people randomly end their sentences with baka. Well, that's when they just want to be cute. Like, baka. Baka. Chad, when will we learn that just everyone in Japan has, like, autism? That's the reason all their anime tropes are like that. That's why we find them so cute and infantile. That was all it ever was. I've mainly used what little comprehension I have of it to play video games that never got localized. These days, you don't have to worry about that because fan translations happen. Hmm. Dartigan needs a shave. Just like, I got some scruff going. Suit all the ones hard at work on GBA. All those, oh yeah. There's still people making GBA games. They have like their own carts that they'll release them on. I was like, I don't know how you do that, but or how you get anyone to buy it, because who even still has working GBAs these days? Most of those are probably fried at this point. But there's definitely a market. Is this a nice way of telling me you're annoyed by my mannerisms? You? No, Sissy, you fine. Did I say something rude to you? Don't think so. Nope, you're one of the stand down people in chat. You got nothing to worry about. Okay. Let me fix something real quick. All right. No, it's weird. But these crimes are especially heinous. Merci. You have a working Game Boy Advance and several. How have you kept it working for so long? Like night electronics from that era, most of the capacitors are kind of like worn out at this point. You're fine. Fine should never be seen as like a mid compliment. Fine just means, hey, you're not doing anything wrong. It normally means you're doing several things correct. Because of a few creepy losers online, I should swear off one of my childhood dreams. We Westies should only know English and maybe Spanish or so. I mean, no. Learn languages, man. I ain't gonna stop anyone from that. So I don't know if you're getting that if you're taking that from me. I'm saying don't learn Japanese. No, please, by all means, educate yourself or get educated on the matter. I'm just saying I've never really come across anyone who shames someone from wanting to learn another language. I mean, I wish I would have learned another language. I only speak English and fucking English. And those only get you so far these days. Your NES, SNES all still work too, and you've never had those like treat repaired at all. That's especially impressive because the NES is well known for like breakdowns. Practically on the same level as the Xbox 360. Like every Xbox 360 will eventually break down just because of it. What's up there? Hey, Pariah, what's up, man? Learn the language. Learn whatever you like. Want to learn Polish since that is my maiden name. I don't know many Polish people, obviously, but it's something I would love to learn. Hmm. You know what? It's a good way to connect to your roots. If you got them, which I don't. I don't know what I need to like do my family tree at some point, or at least like one of those genealogical family trees to see what I am. See if there's any mysteries in there. Sup, bro? Sup, bro? I always like a good sup, bro. We have a bunch of old Nintendo consoles in our house. How do they work? Who knows? I mean, if they ever break down, there's a whole like group of people who repair those things, so you don't have to ever like toss them out. You met one moments ago. Whatever moron made the tired assumption that an American wants to know Japanese all because of anime. Uh, I didn't read that comment, or if I did, I didn't take it in. I think it's also perfectly fine to want to know Japanese because or speak Japanese because you watch anime. Because for a lot of people, that is their exposure to it. So I don't even think that's a bad thing if you want to learn it because of that. In fact, I do think a lot of people do. I actually agree that a lot of people do want to end up wanting to learn Japanese because uh, they get introduced to anime, and then they end up learning more about the nation itself through the anime and other sources, and just like, hey, it's pretty cool. You should feel special because you often get some non-English speakers in your chat too. I mean, there's quite a few people who speak English as their second language here. Actually, if any of you speak second language, let me hear it in chat, or let me see it in chat. See what we're working with. Who does what? You know, a high school pal who learned Japanese not because of anime. I mean, did you have like plans to like go there, live there, get a job there? Like, alone. Well, I know what that comes from. Learned Russian because I played Call of Duty. Just want to know what they were saying without the captions in that one cutscene, huh? Is it harder to learn a third language than a second? I never heard anything that it's harder to learn more languages than two. Just that most people don't have the time. Pretty sure if you can learn a second language, there's nothing stopping you from learning a third. Like it doesn't like change your brain chemistry or something. Those are polyglots. Speak English, French, German, Spanish, and some Japanese. There's like there's a YouTuber I followed for a while who spoke like 7 or 8 languages. That was his entire thing. He's just a polyglot. Yo habla posito español. Por favor, la vía se los buenos. That's only the Spanish I know, and I remember that because it was above the men's restroom on a sign. Whenever I'd go to it, the work restroom where I worked. It's basically telling me to wash my hands. Excellent, Hermano. Gotcha. My work offers a free Spanish course, and I was wondering if I learned Spanish. So I still, yeah, your brain doesn't have like the like you can learn multiple languages. You know, that's one thing you don't need to worry about. Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Somebody's trying to like brainwash me into playing more Assassin's Creed. What's that ugly face on the screen right now? I got plenty of them. Don't you worry. There's a reason I'm giving you guys only a side shot of me. I'm sparing you the worst of it. Bonjour, enchanté, Dartigan. Hope you're doing well. Hey, all right, someone's out there impressed. Somebody's like, now's my moment. I'll show him. Let's see. Just Dart. It's just me. But you knew that already. So how's my audio chat? Should be pretty good. Wasn't playing around with it, but you know, had to like change a few things. Are you gonna do the Black Flag remake? If that ever ends up being a thing. We can't really like expect Ubisoft anything to come out of them right now. So they're not even in my mind to expect things out of them. If it happens, sure. But who knows what's gonna happen to that company? Hell, we don't, like EA and Ubisoft might. Who knows what's gonna happen to both of them? Excuse me. Pepsi's trying to come back up. Like Saudi Arabia is gonna own most of EA, and probably China most of Ubisoft if they survive. Nasaya, thank you for the 100 bits. Howdy, Dart in chat. Driving home, so I'll be back in a bit. Someone tell Dart his camera isn't working. There's some sort of handsome James Sunderland cosplayer on the screen. Look at this flirt over here. Right after someone else called me ugly, he knows how to come in and like a champion. Restore my confidence in myself. Their internal documents saying they were going to release it a week before GTA 6, which would be really stupid to release anything a week before GTA 6. And I hope they do that. But like I said, their company seems like it's like they're struggling right now. Why they think that would make money? This because they don't know what to do anymore. They're so tied to how they make things and what games they make that they're locked in. They're just insert metaphor here about how they're rudderless on their boat. They're just going with the current and trying to, and it's driving them into the freaking riverbank. Oh, look at all these languages in chat now. I asked for it and I got it. They spent a decade trying to make Assassin's Creed into Witcher and it doesn't work on it. Well, it's because they gave up on trying to make it into Witcher and just made it annoying. Like Origins was the only one that kind of felt like The Witcher, and then they abandoned that in the very next game to make it more grinding based. I like to think a bullet will somehow fix their toothache. That is an excellent way of putting it. It's like that. No, I would say it's more like they got cancer, but they think pulling a bad tooth will fix it. They don't want to actually go through the actual like pain of like reinventing themselves. They kind of need to at this point. Let me get comfy, chat. This makes it look like you're watching a podcast now because it's not so focused on me. Romance from Roman, yep. The romance languages, the ones that get you laid, otherwise known as. Like you're gonna start commentating sports. That's I wouldn't even know where to begin. I don't know chat about sports. Never paid any attention to it. I would like give away that I'm clueless about it very quick. Just ain't for me. Other day I learned the last Witch Hunter movie starring Vin Diesel was based off one of his D&D campaigns. You know, there's been like a lot of big burly manly dude action hero actors in the past couple of years that always admit they have like a nerd tendency. Like for Vin Diesel, it's D&D. For that Superman guy, it's like he likes, you know, Warhammer and PC gaming and I guess The Witcher. I'm starting to wonder if that's just what they put, if it's bullshit. I mean, probably not for the Superman guy, because he actually displays his hobbies. But is like Vin Diesel, I don't know, I have a harder time believing Vin Diesel's into all that. He probably is, and I'm just being suspicious for no reason. But he's just never gone out and displayed those interests like anyone else has. Also, his movies kind of suck, so who cares? Henry Cavill, real nerd. Yeah, real ass nerd, that guy. Learning Brazilian Portuguese would get the panties come off only if you take that language to the right places. Pitch Black is another one of his D&D. That one, I guess, feels unlikely though. I don't know how you adapt Pitch Black to a D&D campaign. Somebody pirated a sub for Dragon Ball. Why do I call it Dragoon Ball? Posted it on YouTube a decade ago. I watched an 11-year-old. I've been called a loser weeb dozens for daring to birth the love for the language. I mean, I'm not going to call you that, so you don't need to explain yourself to me. If you like Japanese, that's fine. Hey man, more power to you. There's definitely some misguided people out there that you'll think bullshit like that, but I ain't one of them. Heard that Henry got the green light on the Warhammer TV series. Hasn't he been fighting for that ever since he left Witcher, though? I think Vin Diesel has actually proven his D&D obsession. I need to see that man actually play a game of D&D then, like, for me to fully believe it. Because I just feel he'd take the same characters he plays in movies and make that as D&D characters. It's just gonna be Vin Diesel plays D&D and not actually trying to roleplay. He should stream Baldur's Gate 3. There you go. Vin Diesel should... I mean, what else is he doing these days, huh? Is anyone actually clamoring for Vin Diesel anymore? I mean, he's insanely rich after Fast and Furious, but come on, what's he really doing? Groot, yeah, Groot. He is Groot, but that's just like one word. He probably comes in and gets that role done in one day. Looking for family. Family on the streets. Or something like that. I've only ever watched the very first Fast and Furious movie, chat. For me, the rest of it is like nothing but memes. Doesn't Vin has a twin? Wait, Vin Diesel has a twin? Tokyo Drift was good. Han. Didn't he like disappear from the franchise for like the next couple after the first one and had to be, you know, enticed back with a bunch of money. Twin Diesel. Don't go past the second movie. You never go past the second. It only gets worse from there. Pitch Black is still the best Vin Diesel movie. Honestly, the best Vin Diesel thing he's ever been in was the Escape from Butcher Bay video game, which I've been wanting to play for stream for years now, but getting a working copy of it for PC has been a nightmare, and I'm able to get that happen. So I probably will have to give up and like do an emulated version, because that game is seriously good and was probably the best game that came out on the Xbox. Like, it looks like an Xbox 360 game running on an Xbox One. The actual Xbox One, not the one called an Xbox One. And was like pretty damn good for its time. Han died in TD. They resurrected him for later sequels. Remember, like 10 years ago, Vin was like, Vin Diesel isn't my real name. And the interview was like, we all know. Yeah, we know your mom wasn't that bad to name you after that. The stage name. Is it one of the better movie tie-in games? It is, because it's technically like a prequel to the movie Pitch Black instead of a tie-in to that stupid like sequel to Pitch Black, whatever it's called, like the Vin Diesel versus like the Necromorphs or something. Or the Necrons. I forget what they were called. They're like a bunch of like death cultists in space. But instead of like making a tie-in to that movie, they made it a prequel, and it was a way better. Will you send Expedition 33 at some point in time? I believe after I finish up the Shinmu video, that's the next one I'm working on. So you'll get that soon enough. Instead of Peepo staring at you, it's Darty. I'm sorry I'm not like a cool looking, like, MS Paint frog. I'm so disappointing, I know. I could get a VTuber avatar of a Peepo. Chronicles of Riddick. Oh, that's what it was called. He should have just stayed a horror franchise. No one really wanted to see him be an action movie hero. Would pay to see Vin Diesel versus the Necromorphs. I wonder if anyone's ever proposed that. Like, we're gonna have Vin Diesel, he's gonna fight the alien. Or the Predator. Either one would work. Could be the same universe. Where is the goat Pixel Kate? Brother, I don't know. I think the last time I had any message from her was like a year ago. Like, some people, I think she still posts in her Discord every once in a while, but that's most I've seen of her. What are we talking about? Vin Diesel, weirdly enough. The Death Cult guys in Riddick movie were called the Necromongers. Oh yeah, that was such a dumbass movie. So stupid. Ugh. Killing my eyes rest. Too much eye strain, chat. Too much. Remember a meme forever ago saying Vin was gay? I wouldn't be surprised if he's bi. Bi Diesel. We just had a stressful moment at the job. What happened, Rikyo? What happened? Or why do I keep calling you Rikyu when it's Ryu? Din Wiesel. D's V's. My family is more of a Gophers fan. My stream numbers are so fucking weird these days. Like yesterday I had like nearly 300 people watching the YouTube stream. Today it's like hovering around 30 to 40. Like, playing the same game. Like, I want to know the secret for what I did yesterday. Like, no one can figure out this algorithm anymore. Random wedding question, but Lucky found the dress, so have you found your outfit for the wedding? No, I won't be looking for my suit until probably a bit closer to the wedding, because I don't really need as much lead time to get a suit, since I can either rent one or buy one. So I'll probably look for one of those in maybe February. Like next month, I'm gonna be buying the rings. What is your favorite game this year? Uh, been my favorite game this year was Expedition 33. So that one is an easy question. Because this has been a really shitty year for video games, like one of the worst. It's like hardly anything came out. I think everyone just was too afraid of Grand Theft Auto 6 releasing this year, so they just like cleared their schedule, hoping not to release up alongside of it. So like there's just nothing. Where like I don't know. I'm hoping next year we get some stuff. Will you wear a waistcoat? I don't know. I doubt it. Probably just be wearing a regular tux. Like I'm not into tuxes, in general, but I'm going to wear one for the wedding, obviously. Oh, Lucky passed me. Yeah, Lucky walked by. She's getting ready for Rome stream though. She's playing, I think, Zelda tonight. Expedition 33, Blueprints, Digimon, Time Stranger. We've had some good games. I didn't say there's no good games this year. I'm just saying overall it's been a very boring year for video games. There's only been a few really good standout games, whereas everything else was like mid to average to bad. It's just like I don't see how you could say this is a good year for video games. Don't wear a white tux top. People will mistake you for a waiter. I don't plan to wear white. I don't look good in all white. I mean, I say that as I wear a white sweater, but Death Stranding. Death Stranding 2 was a good game. I really like Death Stranding 2. It's just that between the handful of games I really got into, there was just as many disappointments this year as there was games I landed properly. Who is this lucky lady marrying Dartigan? Her name is Lucky itself. She just walked by a second ago. Have you never seen my bride to be before, bro? She's on stream often. You have to consider weather, venting. I mean, we have considered all those. We have a venue already picked. And we were just hoping, we've got our fingers crossed for weather because you can't really do anything about that. And the vibe is already chosen as well. What would you say is your worst game this year, Dart? I'd say the one I was most disappointed in was Silent Hill F because I was really hyped for that game after Silent Hill 2 remake. And I didn't like Silent Hill F nearly as much as I wanted to. I didn't hate it, but I did not really truly get into it. In fact, I had a lot of things I didn't like about it. So nothing really I truly hated, but a lot of disappointing games. Like indie games had a good year this year, I think, but the AAA and I guess even AA market did not. Back to Silent Hill F. Did you beat the boss? Coworker says he's enjoying BO7. Was there any game that you liked this year? Yeah, I liked several games, in fact. I like Death Stranding 2, Expedition 33. I even like Ghosts of Yotai, even though I think the first game is better. I think there were some other games that came out this year I liked. What came out at the beginning of this year? I kind of forgot already. Like Detroit, I mean, not Detroit, but Dispatch was really good. I'm sure there's a few others, but there was only like a handful of games that really, I truly dug myself into. I was like, some good shit. I was kind of expecting a few more of those. But there's also been just massive flops this year too. Like a lot of games just came out and did not gain any traction whatsoever. What was your opinion on Kingdom Come Deliverance 2? I've yet to play that game or its first game. I've been thinking of doing it. I just said I don't know how long are the Kingdom Come games? They're pretty long, aren't they? Because I don't know if I have time to just play Kingdom Come games at the moment. I've always heard they're like really good for like medieval Europe kind of simulator. What's up? What your name is? Null, how you doing? Also, English is trash. It's your second or third language. Well, hey, it's pretty good to know it. It gets spoken a lot throughout the world. Second one was 140 hours. Is that for like doing a bunch of side content, or is that just how long it takes to get through the main campaign? Because that I don't think I'll ever be playing if it's that many hours. You stick strictly to the story, they aren't that bit long, actually. All side content plus main. This year felt like indie games are slowly but surely gaining ground. I agree on that statement, actually. Indie games had a very good year versus AAA games. And also, I feel like AAA companies are just like floundering right now versus indie games, which are kind of like now really finding their footing for how to make a really interesting games for an affordable price. I think that's actually the key metric is price of games is killing them. Like the amount of people playing games right now is way down. Because games are like now you have to think about it. Okay, can I afford this when they're like $70 for a brand new AAA game? I think that's hurting things more than people acknowledge. Is that most people can't fucking afford this shit anymore. I mean, I can still do it. I mean, I have to because I make money off it and I get to write off my taxes. Most people don't get to do that. Most of the people, it's like, okay, that's sunk money into this. Now I don't got to pay. I can't pay for gas this week. It's not easy. And I do believe them price gouging the crap out of all these games is what's turning people away from it. I think the latest reports is like gaming. The amount of people playing games right now is like the lowest it's been in a long time. Like all the gains it made during like COVID have like retreated now. It's like back before COVID levels. The amount of people playing video games. This is what you look like in real life. Yeah, but I need a haircut. So give me another day or two, and then I'll get all mopped up. Then you can come back in here and say, "Oh, this is what it actually looks like. This is what I look like when I'm not putting on my best face." The economy is fucked. Yeah, when the economy bad, people gotta sacrifice something. So it's gonna be their games. They'll just stick to what they already have bought and play that. Yeah, I mean, hey, I can't blame them. I can't blame them for buying a bunch of indie games over because those are still affordable. If you want a streaming idea, would you consider doing like horror game demos on Steam? Problem with doing game demos is that you have to do several of them in a stream because one demo usually lasts like 30 minutes to an hour. So not everyone likes a stream like that. For me, it's weed, and with the hurricane the other day, things are actually expensive now. Hurricane made my weed go up. Wish I could afford cool entertainment like brain dances. You just want that for the porn, don't you? Have I played Demon's Tilt? I have not even heard of that before. What is this Demon's Tilt you speak of? What's up, Dixie, though, by the way? Let's see. Indie games like Helldivers 2 and I don't think Marvel Rivals and Helldivers 2 count as indie games. Those are solidly AAA. But also, Arc Raiders is apparently a big success. You're suggesting more than one demo. Well, I get you on that. It's also the problem that a lot of horror game demos are for like the same damn horror game that people keep making. The one that's like a first-person horror game where you walk through dilapidated environments and then like some poorly animated spooky shit happens. There's like a dozen of those that come out every month. Most of them are very forgettable. So that's also the problem with that is like, okay, here's one demo and I play the next demo, and unless you're there for the switch over, you'll think it's the same game. Another fun fact for you, my brother was the cameraman for E3 back then. Hey, nice. Back when E3 was a real thing, huh? Demon's Tilt is an occult pinball game where it's pinball that you can tilt, nudge the ball, and you go against. So you cheat. You just cheat at pinball. I mean, hey, making that a mechanic is all right. Most games allow you to cheat in some way. In fact, the best games allow you to cheat and make it interesting. Some games act. Chad, do you realize that if cheating wasn't allowed in Grand Theft Auto 3 and Vice City, Grand Theft Auto probably never would have become as big a game as it did? Like, if you did not have the codes to make those games actually fun, it would have never taken off. Because no one was going to have to, like, rebuy all their weapons every single time they got wasted in Grand Theft Auto 3. This is a pain in the ass. I wonder if there's anyone who ever played through Grand Theft Auto 3 without entering the weapons code even once. I should make a horror game It's about my documentary of your relationship with Chad, but there's nothing scary about you guys. Like you're quite cute. You would have never played Vice City if you could. I agree on that front. I would not enjoy GTA 3 or Vice City if I didn't have the cheat codes. It's like those games are not even playable without it. I think I made that a point in my Sin video on those as well, which you can only find on Patreon, by the way. GTA 3 and Vice City, Patreon only. Don't disagree with you about them looking the same. It's happened more than once to me on recorded videos because I do the same things and come back. Some of the things you say on stream are horrifying. What, that I called you guys cute? How's that bad? People used to gamble on pinball because it was a game of skill and apparently it had a bad boy reputation. So what, they like gamble on their high school or something? Would you enjoy San Andreas as much? San Andreas doesn't need the cheat codes as much. They're in there, but I don't think you lose all your weapons when you die in San Andreas. That was like something in Vice City in 3. And also, I think in San Andreas, they started including checkpoints per missions as well. Ads, lovely. Yeah, there's going to be ads, unfortunately. I can't do anything about them. For sleep-deprived Europeans, there's nothing scarier than that. Yeah, but you're Europeans. There's nothing less scary than that. My cousin cheated so much on San Andreas that it corrupted his save file. I mean, I think I only used the weapon cheat and maybe the armor cheat. Just because only when I died. Like, hey, I just lost all my weapons and shit. I don't want to run back to ammunition. So let me just do this real quick so I can get back into the game. Pinball used to be very popular. I mean, it's still popular. It just, you know what? It's never been my thing. Every game series, I mean, there's actually an arcade bar not far from me. It's in the nearby college town that me and Lucky go to all the time. And they have quite a few pinball machines, but I never see people usually playing them. Europeans can't sleep with all the coffee and cigarette. Look, that's part of their natural diet, all right? Respect their traditions. They start that at a young age. Tanks were the funniest part. Tanks, you get on a tank and you spawn in the tank in the early Grand Theft Auto games when you get really pissed off and you just need some catharsis. What else are you going to do after a bad day? You're going to get in the tank and just like turn the turret behind you so it turns into a rocket ship, blast away. You mentioned GTA 3 playing like shit in every sense of the word. I thought, oh, so it isn't just me. No, it's very easy to overlook the shittiness of Grand Theft Auto 3 just by the sheer spectacle of having an entire city to explore. That was incredibly novel. It's only in hindsight that you look at like, wow, this game actually was fucking shit. Like every single part of that game outside of driving a car was terrible. Like trying to shoot anyone is all lock-on targeting, and so you wouldn't and it would lock on to whoever it felt like it wanted to lock on to. Meanwhile, you'd be getting plugged by like machine guns from every other enemy on there, so you'd die left and right. Every single mission nearly had like a time limit for no reason, or some other arbitrary time limits for no goddamn reason. It was unbalanced as hell. There's no way to really enjoy that game without using cheat codes. I challenge anyone to try play Grand Theft Auto 3 and have fun without using cheat codes to get, armor and weapons. It can't be done. Unless you're just really good at that game, I guess. You remember when it was announced the remasters were going to use GTA 5's weapon systems and it made people mad? I mean, they were doing them a favor. They'd actually try to replay GTA 3 with the way it was originally intended to be played. They'd be like, what the fuck? They would realize things that only I have realized since. And only I was brave enough to say, yes, I'm gonna toot my own horn right now. You will attempt to call the shower god. No, now I'm curious. Was there ever any like historical gods of bathing? There has to be, right? Do you have any favorite music from a game? Of course I do. I mean, it's a very long list, in fact. Like most of my favorite games have music that I enjoy. Or was there at the beginning, kind of? I do try. I'm going to toot my own horn again. With my opening rants, I do try to present an argument I haven't heard too many people usually make before, if I can. Hey, Balik, what's up, man? Welcome back. How have you been? Also, Polycarp, welcome back to you too, man. Let's see. A god of toilets. There's several gods of toilets out there. Toilets are very important. I've never really heard of a god of bathing before. Or maybe a goddess. I don't know. There's got to be one of there. Some either Japan or Rome or Greece had like a bathing god, and Kratos didn't kill them. Also, Balik, thank you for the tier 1 for 2 months. Oh, damn, you pre-subscribed. Thank you. Just watch your Alan Wake 2 video. Still not any less confusing after having it explained. Well, what part of the game confused you? Maybe I can clue you in live. I got a pretty good mind for that game at this point. How have you been doing then? I've been pretty good. I mean, I got most of my lines recorded for the Shinmu video today. I'll actually record the last batch after the stream is over. That way tomorrow I can get editing. So I'll have that going. So I want to get that out as soon as I can so I can get to work on the next YouTube video. I'm probably also going to make a few more YouTube shorts because I've only made one so far. I've got a couple of scripts lined up to like quickly make for those. What else has been going on in the life of Dartigan? I signed up for like potential GamerSup sponsorship, so we'll see if that happens. Still just streaming and doing my normal thing as well. That's just still motoring on. No real problems. Other than like YouTube fucking being weird. What's the next DLC sim video you have in mind? That's my current plan is like right now I'm working on Shinmu, and I think there's going to be and then the next one after that is going to be Dino Crisis for Classic Sins. And then I'm going to buckle down early next year and do several DLC sim videos in a row because I haven't done a DLC sim video on the Patreon like all year. So I want to do a couple of the bigger DLCs out there. I want to do the Bioshock Infinite DLC, maybe the Cyberpunk DLC, and I believe Mortal Kombat 11's DLC. So I can just get 3 like fresh DLC videos that would be pretty good size. You will attempt to call the shower god. Hey, Lucky, how you doing? Have you got your stream ready to go, Luck? I'll make sure I like have you set up the raid. Witcher 3 sim video when? Definitely want to do that. I just don't have a date for you. I think I might want to send Witcher 1 and 2 first, honestly. Yes, indeed. You got to set up. Make sure I have that set up to raid then. Raiding on YouTube is a bit different than Twitch. You gotta go and like edit the actual like channel details. All right. There you are. All done. Is Whistleblower on the DLC list video list? You mean for Outlast? I would have to send Outlast 1 before I could send the DLC for it, because that's kind of like my rule for a DLC, is I have to send the base game already. So no, I don't even, I mean, it'd be real hard to make a sim video on Outlast. I did record it in case I decide to, but it might be doable. So I'm not going to say no to it. Drinking alcohol is as important to historical societies as sex, so yes, especially for Greece. I mean, that was the only safe thing to drink for most of human history. You're from Texas. Most of my family's from Puerto Rico. Look at that. Lucky's over on YouTube. Lucky's in all 3 chats. Can I ask why Outlast is hard to sin? A couple things. One, silent main character in a game that doesn't have many characters in it or much character development. It is basically a game where you're a dude who's trying to get out of life, and some like crazy people keep trying to stop him. Like the only person in that game who has real character is like the Padre, for the most part, and maybe that crazy guy that with the scissor blade. But I was able to sit Outlast 2 because it did focus more on character. There's like it's more character heavy. So I was able to work on that one. I think I'd struggle a bit with Outlast 1. It might not be impossible though. So I'll let you know if I can make it work though. I'll have to like watch some footage of it and see if I can like anything strikes me. Like I still need to send Half-Life 2 and I've struggled with like sending that one as well. Just for much of the same reason. But if I combine like the two episodes into the Half-Life 2, I might be able to make a decent video. Lucky trying to be the streamer's favorite much. Well, she is everyone's favorite. She's way better than me. I think silent protagonists are good for horror games. They are at times. I still think that, I don't know, I think having a voice character works pretty well too. Curious, were you before or after Gaming Sins Game Care Network? I was definitely after Game Care Network. He had just started it like a month or two before me, before I released my first video. Pretty sure I was before Gaming Sins, but I don't really know. But then again, I'm the only one doing it now, so it no longer matters. I'm Mr. Game Sins. I took over. No one had the staying power that I did. Or that maybe they had the good sense to get out of it. Then again, they didn't really move on to anything else, so I think they just quit. Whereas I would probably like, you know what, I'm going to do some new type of content. Favorite silent protagonist that isn't Gordon Freeman? Doom Guy. From Doom 2016. Is like a cat behind me? Maybe they got in like left without me noticing. Luna's in front of your computer screens and Dex is walking to the kitchen. Getting cat updates live. Gaming Wins has slowed down too. Everyone slows down eventually because here's what happens when you become a YouTuber and you start getting some wind of yourselves. You put out a ton of content to like, well, one, just build up your, you need like, you can't just have one or two successful videos. You got to have like a bunch that keep you going during the low periods. Like for me, I've got like nearly like 300 sin videos you can watch when I haven't put out a new one in a bit. So there's plenty of like, tanking the, fuel to like, power everything while I'm working on new shit. But when you're just starting out, you got to like work fast because you're kind of counting on every single week to release a video to keep the channel going. I did the same. I remember my first like couple months of making videos. I think I released a video just about every week for like the first 2 months after the first hit of success. Just so I could keep that going. And then I changed it to every 2 weeks. And I kept it at one video every 2 weeks for like a very long time. Like I had to like, and I was working a regular job at the same time. So I'd work in my regular job, come home, spend all day working on video content. And every day off was also spent editing videos together. So I basically had no social life for like 5 or 6 years until I like became full-time on YouTube so I could quit my regular job. So it also, sometimes you just don't get the same dopamine hit from finishing a video anymore. So your motivation in your own mind doesn't really hit as much to keep pushing out the same content rate. However, I am trying my best to get back to a video every 2 to 3 weeks because I want to. Because, hey, it feels good to do that to me. And that's what I've been working toward. So I've been slowly ramping back up my production rate. That being said, now I have 2 different platforms I support. So one video on Patreon, one video on GameSense on YouTube. So unless you're like watching me on both, you'll probably only feel like I'm doing one a month. Have I ever had any issue with the GameSense, dude? I've only ever had contact with Game Care Network and Gaming Wins, and I've had positive experiences with both of them. I actually helped Gaming Wins out when he was first getting started. He would come to me for advice, and I'd like tell him to like, hey, you gotta keep grinding at it. It sucks at the beginning because no one's watching, but he managed to get he took my advice and managed to actually make a successful channel. So I'm very happy for him. I even did a live stream with him once. But I've only had like, a few comments here and there with Game Care Network, and those were also positive, but I've never had like a friendship with him or anything. He seems like a nice dude though. But I'm pretty drama free. I've never had any issues with any channel. You play Baldur's Gate 3 until a new game comes out. I could. That's one idea. I'm kind of like, I don't really want to commit to a Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough just yet, though, I feel. Do you think Lucky will eventually stream on Kick? I don't know. Like, the only reason I stream on Kick is because I got made into a partner automatically. Getting made a partner on Kick is apparently very difficult because it has less natural growth than, say, Twitch or YouTube. So convincing people to go watch you there is kind of difficult. Like, I don't think I've seen a single person come into my Kick stream who isn't from my regular, like, Twitch or YouTube streams. So I feel like there's no discoverability on there. And the only reason I stream on Kick is I can get paid per hour but for it. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be streaming on Kick. Has the Discord thief tried contacting you lately? Nope. I only got contacted by him immediately after we took the Discord back. And plus I blocked him after that. So if he has, he can't. Because I got nothing to say to his ass. Try to put a cap on my yellow into the... What is it? Excuse me. Let's see. You stole the thing I stole. How dare you? I mean, he thought I'd actually ripped him off. That's what he accused me of. He's accused me of selling it to him and then for taking it back. For, like, just to get the money and not give him anything. It was like, you fucking idiot. If I would have done that, why wouldn't I have done that after, like, or just taking your money and never giving you anything? He was a dumbass. He was a dumbass. That's what he was. Might do Resident Evil 7. I highly recommend that one. You want beat 'em up games to come back? They have been making a little bit of a comeback, I've noticed. Like, there's like, you got like a Ninja Gaiden game recently, as well as like a Shinobi game, which are 2D beat 'em ups. I believe there's also a few other ones coming out. There's actually one that came out that was getting accolades, I believe. I forget the name of it though. Intelligent people are here. Well, there's always intelligent, smart people here. We do pretty well with that. Also, let me like refresh YouTube because I feel like my browser crashed on me there. The beat 'em up games have been making out. Beat 'em ups are always going to be like more niche because they are somewhat simplistic in terms of like what you can do in them. You do have to like just walking to the left or right and beating people up for a few minutes. Triarch Raiders, I actually bought that game, but I haven't played it yet though. So I've been like trying to tell myself to play it the past couple streams. I'm like, not today. Not today. Didn't know if for some reason I keep telling myself people won't watch me play a multiplayer game. Like I just feel like people won't tune in. They're only used to watching me play single player stuff. Power Wash Simulator, but why? What would I do during that? Will tune in. I mean, some of you will. Who knows? Maybe it'll do really well. RPGs have grown on you a lot recently. Which ones have gotten you hooked? I'm curious. Playing Witcher 3 and I'm at the Norway part. The Norway part. The fictional Norway, you mean? You power wash stuff. It's fine. I mean, I know what power wash is. I'm just like, would I even enjoy that game? And I don't know if I would or not. It's basically a game that's like nice for like talking to people and having something to look at, I think. Remember watching Dart play Valheim thinking you never tried? Did you get hooked on that too? Legends of Grim. I've actually played that game. That's actually like a classic, like a grid-based RPG, right? I remember I think I got that in like a charity thing. Like there's like, I don't know if they're still around, but there used to be a website you donate money to charity and you get a bunch of games. And I think I got it through that. And I got really hooked on it for a while, but I never finished it. And I know it had a sequel that's also apparently very good. You can power wash with you. Oh, you can multiplayer that game. All right, I'll consider it. How many of you own Power Wash Simulator? You should play Final Fantasy IV DS Remake. It even has voice acting. If I'm going to play a Final Fantasy game right now, it's going to be Final Fantasy Tactics. Might be good for a just chatting stream. I mean, essentially is what that facilitates. You'll get it and play it with you. Of course you would. It's right up your alley. Making things sparkle. Not FF9. I mean, I played FF9 a couple years ago. That being said, if I want to make a classic sin on FF9, I will need to play it through it again because I did not record it back when I played through it. So same with FF8. If I want to like classics in FF8, I'll need to replay it. So I might end up doing that at some point in the future. Not that that's a big, pain for me because I like those games. Final Fantasy Tactics, yeah, the new one that just came out. Hmm. Is it 9 your favorite? Yes, 9 is my favorite. Just because I love the cast so much in it. How about FF6 Sin? That would be a classic Sin, and yes, it can be done. If I can sin FF8 and 7, then yeah, I could sin 6. Hmm. Wow, I've already been streaming an hour and 30 minutes, have I? I guess I should see if I can get this game going tonight. Yeah, that's right, we're playing Jade Empire again. All right, let me see if I can make this work. Oh, 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 there we go. Show you too much desktop already. All right. It's fun with friends. Everything is, supposedly. Okay. I guess we're ready for a game. You guys ready for a video game? Jack Garland really does need to come back in Kingdom Hearts. He's like the counter opposite to everything Kingdom Hearts stands for, so yes, he should. What if you don't have friends? I mean, do you I would ask first, do you want friends or do you enjoy your being do you enjoy your solitude? If so, then no. How do you already crash when the game didn't even get going? All right. Hold on a second. Gonna have to like do some shit here. I have to reload GOG, I think. Been thinking most of the friends I've made in my life were out of circumstance. I mean, I feel there's nothing wrong with making a friend out of circumstance. Most of them will probably end up being that way. All right, I got used already. This is becoming a pain in the ass. That's a terrible advice. What was the advice I just gave? That making friends out of circumstance is good? I mean, yeah, you can have good friends come out of circumstance. Digital iguanas. They're like a bit of mischief. Digital iguanas. Adult friendships are weird. Well, when your friends, adult friends have like, they're never going to be quite like high school and middle school friends. And didn't FF0 establish all the prior FF games were just simulations or some shit? I don't know what FF that game established, honestly. That game was like Kingdom Hearts levels of bullshit toward the end. Couldn't tell you even what happened. All right, God crashed again. Let me go in and like kill off any instance of it. Play FF Tactics Advance. I mean, that's the Game Boy Advance Tactics, right? I've never really been that interested in those. They're like weird isekai stories. How you make friends as an adult and weird. It usually involves drinking. Could be gay Aladdin. Could be. Alright, it's gonna... Okay, it's working now. Don't roll your eyes, you coined the nickname. What? I didn't roll my eyes. I just, like, looked to the side. You guys are seeing things you want to see. Alright. Let me show you guys the game now. Alright, we're only an hour and 30 minutes into stream. That's plenty of time left to play a video game. See if my recorder is going to work. It is not. Gotta, like, reset that too. Thought the game died again. No, that's me tabbing out of the game. It just seems like it died. Alright. We can finally begin. Alright. Ready to go. We should be able to finish up this section of the game tonight and get to the next one. And then I'll have to, like, debate with myself if I want to continue playing this game, if it's going to be this much of a pain in the ass. It's going to be quite the conversation I have with myself. So last night we got that, gang leader lady hitched to, like, some, like, sniveling, like, wood merchant. As a side quest. I don't know if I got enough, like, good boy points to learn the new martial arts technique, but I'll check. Why does this kill your Bandicam so often? I don't know, Bandicam is sometimes weird if a game crashes. For some reason while you're running it, sometimes you gotta restart Bandicam.
Your move, old goat. Always a pleasure to talk to another warrior. My game of Yi with Jian can wait a moment. What can I do for you?
Quality drop? What do you mean? What happened? Hey, what's up, Doctor?
Some understanding of the way. Return to.
Right, fine.
When you feel.
No, some people only come for the game. Came for the game, Dartigan. Alright, let's see. Where do I want to go? Just screams you are good enough to share my pain. For like 2 seconds, it dropped to 140p. That sounds like it's probably an issue with your internet.
The other girls say I charge too much, but I'm worth it.
You know, you're not even dressed like a prostitute. I only know you're one because it says so at the bottom of my screen.
These sailors are good for business. At least until their silver runs out. Sorry, stranger. I stick to my regular customers.
I'm a prostitute with standards.
Don't bother me. I may be a beggar, but I'm on my break right now.
Sailors. They kind of look like Ryu Hazuki as well.
It ain't easy being a dock worker. We don't get paid much, but we sure earn it. We ought to form a guild. Everyone else has them, why not us?
Hey, you're getting communist ideas a few centuries too early already.
Another day, another bowl of rice, I hope.
Looking for some sailors.
Even a village.
Filthy thieves stole my rags. Ignore the spots. You won't catch anything from me. Well, nothing dangerous.
The guy's just speaking straight up Star Wars. Chimping.
But for now, I am just an assistant, not worthy of
Amazing
your
how
honorable
Asian these
time.
characters sound. Yes, they sound very much like the whitest Asians you know. That used to be the way games got made. They were just made by white people. White people and Japanese people are the only ones making video games. So they just made every, character who wasn't that sound like one of them. What's that language? It's a fictional Asian language in this game.
Sorry, stranger. I stick to my regular customers.
What all the whores here say. I wonder how any of you do business.
I'm gonna be a thief when I grow up. They're tough. but I ain't gonna be the kind who steals. Is the Emperor really 10 feet tall? Does he really float? Is he really so beautiful that he makes people cry? Is he?
And the game crashed. I've always got to deal with a couple at the beginning, don't I? Alright. We begin again. You know what that means? You forgot about Euro junk? Yes, European aren't even white. That's not true. All Europeans are white people nowadays. Until they're not. What am I even saying? Okay, the play button is literally like grayed out. This is should not be that difficult to play. Good thing Avatar: The Last Airbender had mostly American accents. I think it just had mostly it was just like Canadians and Americans voicing everything, right? Wait, is the game still running? Oh, that's why the game's still running. Hard for me to be funny when I just have to constantly deal with the bullshit of a game. Before you get banned, you're a black guy making a joke. Make that joke, brother. I'm a white guy making jokes and I don't get banned. Plus, I only ban for like deliberate like shenanigans trolling. Someone trying to get under my skin or like doing actual racist shit. Instead we have fun here, and we're not uptight. Hey, God, can you finish already? WWE legend Mick Foley voiced a character in Avatar named the Boulder. I know that character. And this crashed too. Dog just crashed on me. I will pay someone good money to like make a better launcher outside of Steam, just because it's only Steam knows how to do it. That's true. That's not true. I don't have the money for that. All right. I think this will be the last time I play this game until I can come up with a better solution. As much as I hate to like give up on it midway. Had to put the littles to bed. My favorite time of day. You can finally relax now, brother. All right. Try this once more. You got a 3-year-old girl and 8-month? Oh, good stuff. They're right in the right ages to be fun. Jade Empire crashes like every other empire in history. Millions must die for every time Jade Empire crashes, just like in China. That is one of the unique things about Chinese history, is just how horrible it gets whenever anything outside the ordinary happens. You get one little rebellion, millions dead. One tiny famine, tens of millions dead. Like, it didn't have to be that way. And I still to this day do not know why they couldn't keep that under control. It's a big country. I mean, it's just that for some reason they just kill the fuck out of themselves whenever anything bad happened.
Hello there, stranger. I haven't spotted you around Tian's Landing before. You've come at a bad time, what with the damn...
Why did Europe struggle to contain the Black Plague? Because they didn't understand basic hygiene.
It's good to meet you. I'm Darting Lynx, the acrobat. Unfortunately, I'm not putting any shows on in Tian's
Dart in
Landing,
chat. Is there a new
that's why I'm
new
here.
Dante? How are you? Is there someone new in chat? Whoever's new, welcome. Welcome, new person. You're most. You know, I should probably stop being so overbearing. You know what? You're cool. Everyone say hi to the new guy. So we want them to come back for future streams. You see, what kind of shows would you normally put on?
You know, feats of balance and precision, delicate routines.
The exact opposite with Europe. They have a battle where 3 people die and call it the Battle of Gods. They're like, break out the Carmina Burana music. 10 people fell in this spot on this particular cow manure field,
You're a warrior,
forming the
right?
nation of Liechtenstein.
I may not be
All
putting
over
on
the
any
fact
shows
of
here, but I
over a
can teach you
tax
few
reason, no
techniques
less.
to improve your balance and speed if you're interested.
Meanwhile, like, Emperor Woe dies, succeeded by his nephew. 10 million dead. I think that's how the meme goes. Show me what you can teach and what you have for sale.
I'd be happy to. I'll be leaving Tian's Landing someday soon, and Silver
Not new, I've been a
always owns the
lurker in
trip
chat
to
for years.
Silver.
Even better, that way you're already used to me.
Let's see what I can teach you.
250 bits from Nisaya. No slave labor for cheap products, no tightly controlled government, no major civil war, not my China also, I return. Welcome back then. Okay, what do you sell? I got a lot of money on me. Balance of nature. Be one with your art, you must be your entire world. Hawk's elegance. These are very expensive. I'm just gonna buy this. Only like really good one. I'll buy that. That war killed. Yeah, there was a lot of like. I think like what was it? The Yellow Turban War. Whatever. There was like the one war in Japan, the Civil War, where like the guy said it was Jesus' brother.
Hello again.
Killed like
What's
10 or
on
20
your mind
million.
this fine day?
Rice was double the calories of wheat and has 2 to 3 harvests a year, so it can support a huge population. But rice needs lots of water. Too much water rots the grass and lots of workers to collect it before it rots during harvest. So if there's a drought or a flood or a large displacement of farmers, I mean, a lot, well, yeah, drought and disease is what killed most of those people in the millions category. But there was also a lot of people that died through the warfare because they would just like have no quarter given. Like, kill all the people in this village. They had one person they didn't know hiding here. That's for the other side. Let's see, what is your name? Darting Links.
It's not much of a story, really. It's just a stage name I picked up when I first
Greece
started
was trapped in a
practicing
10-year
acrobatics.
war because a woman cheated on her husband, ended with a
I
wooden
was
horse.
quite young, and my master
The wooden
felt
horse
I
thing
was
didn't
a
actually
little
happen,
too
you know.
fast for my own good. You dart like a lynx.
There's a nice bit of drama.
But you balance like a drunken
But hey,
frog.
the survivors of Troy went on to create
I
Rome,
taught
or
me to
so the
slow my
Romans claimed.
movements and really focus on what I was doing.
Can we just start
But
doing
his
history
nicknames
streams?
really stuck.
Add that to the repertoire. Right. I should go.
All the best to you.
Good idea. I don't know how I would handle those, though. What do you do in a history stream?
Even a village as small as this.
I
has a
wonder
place
if at
to
one
hide
point you
its
could get into the
undesirables.
courtesan house, and then they had, like, cut that from the game.
I'm gonna be a thief when I grow up. They're tough. But I ain't gonna be the kind who steal.
The folks of this town were kind at first, but now they're starting to annoy me. If Captain Ing can't get the ship out soon, there'll be a mutiny. A right bloody one, too.
Dart streams when I'm at work. I mean, I gotta provide some people, like, yo, entertainment, to, like, whether they can sneak on their phone.
Stop right there. I gave you 2 extra duty. Get back to that galley and start cleaning.
We don't have to listen to you, Ing. You're a captain without a ship. She's nothing but a landlocked house now.
I will discover a way to free this ship. Until then, you'd better follow orders.
That kid say he would
I've
be
had
a
enough
thief
of
that
you
doesn't
and your
steal.
orders.
Yeah, he's a little confused, isn't he?
Now get back in that ship. I'm your captain. Understand?
Well, you're still the captain. For now. But if you don't get us out of this town soon, you're going to have a mutiny on your hands. Then we'll see what's what.
You want me to kill him for you?
If you've come to complain about my men, I don't want to hear it. When Minister Sheng gets the Great Dam closed, we'll be happy to leave. Until then, we're stuck here. I'm Captain Ing.
History is just a
This is
bunch
my
of
ship,
lies created by
Lucky Knight.
communists to ensure Elon
She's a
Musk will
fine
always be
vessel,
cringe.
or
That's
was.
quite the conspiracy theory,
Now that
but
the
it
Great
sounds
Dam
truthful.
is open, the Lucky Knight is stranded here along with me and my men.
People died in warfare
We're
because of
sailors.
famine.
We don't
Yeah,
belong on
everyone,
land.
the
If we
famine
just
and
get our
disease always
ship
kills
back
more
on the
people than the
water,
actual, like,
everything will be
combat.
fine. That
But there
won't
was a
happen
lot of,
until
like,
someone
raiding that would
finds a
happen
way
where,
to
like,
close
people
the
would have
dam.
food and the soldiers just come in and take it. And I still think that pretty much counts as, like, dying to a soldier if your food is just stolen.
If I leave the ship, my men will have Tien's Landing in flames. The locals think the dam is haunted, and Minister Sheng can't find anyone brave enough to risk
Also, all the
closing.
men would get taken from, like, villages. Like, yeah, you're in the army now. I'll close the dam for
The
you.
moment I saw you, I knew you were the fearless sort. I hoped you would offer to help.
They found out Troy was
It
real.
shames
Does
me
that
to need
does
the
that
help of a stranger.
mean that Troy was real? We actually know where it even
Must be
was.
something
Like,
in
the
way you
stones are still
carry
there.
yourself. Everywhere we
But the
go,
story
people
of the
ask you
fall
to
of
do
Troy is
dangerous
pretty
things.
overdramatized.
Remind me
Like,
not
it
to
did get
believe
destroyed
everything.
by some Greek armies.
I'm
But
not
we
a
have no
rich
evidence
man,
that, like, the people who, like,
my
were in the stories there
reputation,
kind of
my
existed for
ship,
the most part.
and my men are worth everything I can give. Close the dam and free us, and I'll give you all the silver I have.
Like, there was no horse that just snuck in, you know, that got brought in.
You won't get too far if you don't speak to Minister Sheng first. The dam is located in the ruins, but a pair of massive gates blocks the way. Only Sheng has the key.
What's the story of Troy? I think it was over, like, a woman like that. That might have been real. I'm not sure, though. My knowledge of that one's a little low.
He's in the town square. You'll see him standing in front of a cart. Just don't ask him about the burned-out building.
Most of
nearby.
Troy's remnants got blown up by dynamite because the
That
guy
seems
who
an
discovered the
embarrassing
remnants was an
story.
idiot. Yup, a lot of
Can't
history
wait
got
to
destroyed
find
that way.
out what happened.
It really isn't important. Just get that key from him and close the Great Dam. Good luck. I'm not used to needing help from others. It's hard for me to say this, but thank you.
The undertow. The farther east one goes across the ocean of glass, the colder and drier the air becomes. Modern scholars have struggled to understand this phenomenon, but to no avail. One travels far enough, the sea currents all change, drawing east, just as all winds begin to draw in the same direction. Myths persist, however, of something greater, an ancient devouring evil, detailed in the legend of the barbarian savages who line along the isles of the glass ocean. Legends tell of a voracious creature, a great demon trying to draw the entire world into its maw. An expedition sent during the Star Dynasty to discover the truth of these legends never returned and was presumed lost at sea. Scholar, 6 heavens.
Finally! Someone stronger than these cowed peasants. This town disgusts me. I am Scholar Six Heavens, and I need someone who possesses great strength and skill. But I do not need
You
help
work
from
making
someone who
certain
walks the
people
way of
wet,
the open
Monty?
palm. I can read in every movement that you would protect the weak and call
Tell us
the
your
poor.
technique. No one must protect the
They
weak.
must protect themselves. You see? Your every action and each word tells me that you are not the person I need. If I can see by your actions that you understand the way of the closed fist, I promise to make it worth your while. Otherwise, I will not waste any more time with you. You? Again?
I'm real mean,
I have no
growling
time
him.
for those who do not
That way he'll know I
understand
follow the
strength.
closed fist.
Return when your actions tell me that you follow the way of...
And there's some quests you're just kind of locked out of if you're not an asshole.
What do you want? Can't you see we're busy drinking here? Gotta wash away our sorrows. It's no fun being trapped in this town. We don't know nobody, we ain't seen our families in months, and now we're stuck here. That'd drive anyone to drink.
Put something over your man titties? No, those will stay on.
Okay then.
Don't you dare tell me to cover all those glorious pecs.
If one more of these villagers sneers at me, I'm going to start punching. Ing better figure out a way to get us out of here soon, or I'm going to snap.
Sealed shed will never open. Will never open. Had to be more badass. I mean, you have to be more of an asshole. I will say one thing about this game: if you choose to play the asshole, the renegade playthrough, it gets hilariously evil. Like, I feel like even compared to like KOTOR and Mass Effect, bad guy dickish moves you can pull, this game outdoes them. I'm not even kidding with some of the shit. Like, it goes from like saving orphans to like throwing puppies off cliffs and shit levels of like ridiculousness. Read, it's hard. I got a lot of stuff I'm doing. History thinks the Mycenaeans, Greeks, created a massive warband to raid the Lycian kings of Troy, and the Trojans asked the Hittite Empire to come save them. Might have some connection to the Bronze Age collapse. I think I've read that same thing, that that people suspect that, and a lot of history like we don't really know too much about especially in that area. Like I don't like a Rome claim, like a lot of Rome claim that they descended from Troy, but it's kind of unknown. Never was truly proven, I don't believe. But yeah, good comment, by the way.
Are you getting slow in your old age, Jan?
Why does he sound like a hillbilly? You're asking me because maybe I am. Been my dark secret this entire time.
Pretty.
You
want to say that again?
Put that sword back, lout! Surely there was never a minister as unlucky as Minister Sheng to suffer such insolence.
Kind of impressive you can verify history that far back at all. It takes a lot of work in piecing things together. But there's still some historical records that, exist from the time. I'm gonna let the thief walk free.
And still poor Minister Sheng suffers the insults of tradesmen who know nothing of justice. Where would I put the lout? My jail has been burned to the ground, along with my office, I might add. I have no place to put thieves, so stop questioning your betters.
Hello, hey, badass. Well, welcome back, dude.
This town needs the river to survive.
I hear strange sounds coming from the ruins at night.
The folks of this town were kind at first, but...
You ever seen a...
Life scene.
If one more of these villagers sneers at me, I'm going to start
If you got like a side quest, nope.
This is bad. Oh, this is bad. River dried up, pirates everywhere. This is...
Hey? What do you want?
Who are you?
I'm Wei. Some call me Old Wei, but that's because they don't know Old Chan. If I'm old, he's ancient. He's at least a week older than me. Of course, we're both pretty old compared to
There's a Hittite cuneiform tablet saying the king fought off the Hiwa Akians, and he was so badass, but also signed a peace treaty with their king. There's nothing more like if you ever want a good read, there's like I think it's like an Assyrian king at the time who talks about his raising of Babylon. It is the most boastful like genocide rant you'll ever come across. Like, I ground their gods into dust and pulled their mummies from their tombs as I put all of their people to the sword and laid salt upon their fields. Basically, like, I kind of fucked those G's up.
18 years ago, Emperor Sun was young and flush with success from ending the drought.
Like, he wanted people to understand the message he was sending.
Including the Great Dam downriver. The workmen came and started building it near our town.
No wonder the Babylon Tower
We were
fell,
not
and
engineers,
sadly that
so
was
we
never
were
real.
Not sure what it would mean. Some worried that it might flood us out. Most were unconcerned. After all, if there were any danger, the Emperor would tell us, surely. One day, the Great Dam was finished.
Ancient history recorders really did just lie to make themselves look cool. Not quite. That's usually not how it works. Because they're not the ones making themselves look cool. What happened?
The town flooded. We took what we could and fled.
Best is when the
Mothers
king
ran
was
about screaming
statue of
for their
war
children
prisoners and
who'd
he's
gone
like
out to
3
play.
times taller. Yup.
Children
Also, how you
screamed
can
for
tell
their
when it's all bullshit is when like the boastful like
Some folks
statements
climbed
of
to the
victory are
roofs of their
closer and
houses
closer
and
to like
refused to
their
leave.
actual like
We
seat of power
survivors
as they're being
straggled
pushed back.
upriver. Some collapsed from exhaustion, but the water kept rising. I carried a boy and a girl.
No, Crash talked about the
and I
Tower
saw
of
another
Babylon
boy
actually
fall,
was,
but
and it was interesting.
I couldn't
I believe
carry
Snow
him.
Crash was all about a
Finally, I
lot of
fell
things
over
in
too.
Babylonian were metaphor
When I
because the
woke, I
Babylonians were
found
like
the
the
water
first
stopped rising.
language. And it was all like neuro-linguistic programming. So that's where all the languages stuff came from and how they got muddled.
The Great Dam had created an enormous lake, and we settled our new town on the banks. The lake completely covered the ruins of our town.
Alexandria was full of porn, that's why they burned
Life
it.
went on, but no word
The
ever
bastards.
came from the imperial city. No warning, no explanation. Did we displease the Emperor, or were we just beneath his notice? I will never know. The crewmen who manned the Great Dam would come to town sometimes, but they knew no more than
The
we.
true they buried Napoleon at sea
will go
within
to my
several
grave.
coffins when he died. I don't know. I mean, it makes sense that they didn't want anyone revering his, like, burial site. So it's possible.
The people started a new life here, but there was much pain.
'Cause I don't think there is, like, a
sorrow.
burial place you can go visit for
Conversations would
Napoleon, is
sheer
there?
off. At night you could hear women sobbing, and not a few men. Finally, people stopped talking about the past, and then they refused to talk about it altogether. And eventually they pretended it never happened. You look like you know how to fight. You look like you
For
can
the
stand
gist
up
of it, this
for
guy's
yourself.
telling us the village
You
was
don't
the original
understand.
village got
We are
flooded when they built the
villagers.
dam. A lot of people didn't get
We
warned about it
farm,
ahead of time and all
fish.
drowned.
We live at
But then
the
they built this
mercy
new
of the
village at the
gods,
new waters of
nature,
the river.
The Emperor. If one or all of these masters is kind, it is good.
Have a good one, bro. Whoever's leaving, Pariah, you have a good night.
If one or all choose to be cruel, well, there's
Or, I mean,
nothing we
Rikyu,
can
you have a
do
good
about
night.
it. We just have to get the fish hauled in.
Thank you for telling me your story.
Well, thank you for listening, youngster. Not many do anymore.
Just a smoke break? Oh, okay, so he's coming back then.
Don't bother me. I may be a beggar, but I'm on my...
Ah, I see the glint of intelligence, nobility, wisdom, consideration, and piety in your eye. A fine day to you. What can I sell you?
Oh, I'll see you in just a glint.
Well, I make my living by knowing people. I
What's
can
your
clearly see
opinion on
that you are of
02 from
finest
Darling in the...
sort,
Oh, you're
that
asking
is to
Kickbot.
say, the sort with silver ready in hand. Can I interest you in some seed? What about a pitchfork? I have hay as well.
You still have nightmares about dial-up. You guys realize that there's an entire generation of people now who really don't know about dial-up. They only, like, maybe occasionally hear the sound in, like, a video.
I'm afraid I do not. Just a few years ago, you could find wind maps everywhere, although only the rich needed them.
That's
for
where we
their
currently
airship
stand.
racing.
Dial-up is a distant memory.
Recently, the wind maps have disappeared. I know that when the Emperor's men left Tien's Landing, they took all the wind maps with them. There are those who say, but it is not important.
Oh, tell me.
Some say that Death's Hand is collecting all the wind maps and destroying them so that only he and his minions may travel freely about the Empire. However, I do not believe such talk. I believe firmly in the goodness, kindness, and
Dial-up
wisdom of
worked.
our
It worked until
Emperor and
someone else
all
wanted to
those
use the
around him.
phone.
I suppose there may still be merchants in the Imperial City who have some, and they were once so widely available that there must be some here and there.
but I do not have any, nor do I know anyone who has one. I have the finest selection of seed, I carry excellent baskets, wonderful fishnets, and superb boat scrubbers. I have a cloak so warm it's like a weapon against the cold. I have a scrubber so good that it cleans like magic.
Just figure that out, did you?
Everyone's a smart ass. Remember getting up and making a whole ass sandwich while waiting for a YouTube video to buffer? I don't remember. I don't think I ever once watched YouTube when I still had dial-up. I think I got broadband like a year before YouTube came out, like my family did on our home computer. So I never had to deal with that. I do remember downloading MP3s on dial-up, and that would be an all-day affair for just a goddamn MP3.
Very well.
So I don't think I don't think I ever tried to watch videos. I would like I'd like let a Newgrounds video or something like load in the background, and that would take like another couple hours sometimes.
Konionuyu, kokiyir tatasinan. Sun puno onuyusir taikunpa ibnano pirni wonun. Wono wir efuir uk sunorkfonir sir sisitu. Sata afsoir uk napir aniyir ninpir. Owo sair uyukap tantarundano wo tarwair shafir owo. Wo kausoir noka wowo tarwair shaksiro filopifu. Wono wir efuir uk sunorkfonir sir sisitu. Sata afsoir uk napir aniyir usosir utak tar. Onuyuir napair wo choir
my mother's
shapshir fan
figurine.
onuyusair ikupan. Sair sankut no
They're usually getting drunk near the storehouses past Beggar's Pier in the southeast of the town. Be careful, I've heard they're not good with their fists.
Usosir ut. Sair sankut no kawo napar
Are they butchering Spanish while this fake language? It's meant to be like a form of like fakey Asian language.
Onuyuir napair wo choir shapshir fan
You gotta remember, BioWare just came off of like KOTOR, where they had tons of like fake Star Wars language in it.
Usosir utak tarwair shafir owosu. Sair sankut noka wo napar akwaifan u nakwair kosuwair. Ukir rafir sasir sonsirapir. Onuyuir napair.
Lord Yun has put out a call for aid. Will none of you answer? Finally, someone approaches me. I was worried that this town's courage had drained away with the water. You look like a man who is trained for combat. Would you like to put those skills to the test?
I love fighting.
Not personally, no. On behalf of Lord Yun, I'm here to find a skilled warrior who can deal with a unique problem. The Great Southern Forest, which lies north of this village, suffers from a terrible disease. Every tree within its borders sickens, and the place is infested with ghosts of all manners. If we did, would I be here? Lord Yun, my master, seeks a way to open the forest again and make it safe for travel. He is prepared to reward whoever aids him. Our men are no match for the ghosts in the forest.
Have you tried punching them? It works pretty effectively. Hey, Monty, welcome to the kick side.
You must leave Tien's Landing via the gate and follow the roadway to the north. The forest is but
Also,
a short
Venom,
journey
how
away,
you doing, man?
and Lord Yun makes his camp at the base of a hill, which should be easy to find. The path there is relatively safe, but travel beyond his camp and things worsen considerably. Go safely, and
This
remember
place is
what
just
I've
all
said.
sorts of fucked up.
Lord Yun needs the help of able warriors like yourself.
Game has a lot of talking. It's a BioWare RPG, so yeah. However, it has way less talking than a lot of their more recent games.
Every day I hear the sound of the cocks crowing, the peasants singing, and the minister wailing.
The airing of grievances, being a collection of the indignities suffered by Minogue. His hat has been soiled, his parchment was stolen from him before a speech at a community gathering. His cat was viciously threatened. chair at his table was placed backwards. His finger was slammed at a door not once but thrice. An egg was thrown at him by an unknown assailant. His cart was stolen, filled with soiled garments, and then returned. His face was ridiculed by young children. His prized tonberry was squashed. It was suggested that he perform acts of deliberate indecency upon himself. He was forced to suffer the interminable and petty gripes of the people. His hair was accused of being impermanent and false. His honor of his family was impugned. He suffered disability attack of a pack of bees. His reputation was maligned by brigands. Brigands! Wait up, missed the view. Local dog evacuated the minister's shoe. He was given a gift of turtle eggs by a visiting merchant. It was suggested that he would be able to trace his lineage to a simple courtesan. He was referred to as Smelly. Slipped in mud, no doubt placed in his path by jealous townsfolk. Sailors burned down his office.
It is not easy to be Minister Shane, beset with troubles and doom.
Time 1000. How you doing, man?
By some difficult stranger. Truly, can you not see that I am busy watching my career slide into oblivion? Minister Sheng simply hasn't time for your petty concerns. I have problems of my own.
What are you the minister of exactly?
Ministry of Harmony, which oversees
What game is this? This is Jade Empire. It's one of BioWare's RPGs they made before Mass Effect.
Sheng oversees nothing in this dying town.
So
Nothing
lots
but
of like
failure.
moral choices to be an asshole or a good boy. And then lots of like finding shit. Go on a quest to find the doodads.
The town is dying under my supervision.
But how are you doing, Ling? But this is a game I really like. I've played through it several times. And it's proven to be a pain in the ass to play it right now, though. It keeps crashing on me.
I have nary a clue. Unless... Oh, very well, you've convinced me to talk. It is dangerous to say anything, but I am a brave man. It was that horrible
Kickbot does not appreciate good tier waifus. What did it say about your waifu?
Oversees the Lotus Assassin operations in this area. A few weeks ago, he came to town and demanded a key to the ruins.
Keeps calling Kick a subreddit because I gave it that AI. I need to change that.
Inquisitor Lim has his assassins searching for something, though what it is I couldn't say. Minister Sheng knows better than to stick his nose in the business of the Lotus Assassins.
You know, if you have an organization in your government just straight up called the Assassins, maybe you're inside of a bit of a tyranny. Or the reason you can dispel ghosts and evil spirits with burning incense or smelly things like fish, lovers, and garlic is because souls are made of breath or vapor, like how Adam came alive from God breathing into his nostrils in Genesis. The Hebrew word for spirit, ruah, literally means wind or breath, so a fan would work too, is what I'm learning from this. Or an air purifier. If you get an air purifier, you don't have to deal with ghosts.
Some brave soul must travel through the old ruins, which are absolutely not infested with ghosts, and close the great dam. The gate to the ruins is locked, but I have a key. I cannot order or even ask someone to go do this. If the great dam closes, the ruins will flood. Various assassins and soldiers will be killed.
BioWare did not future-proof their old games. I mean, that used to be hardly something very few developers used to. Because it wasn't usually worth it.
Find it, the town could be saved and the problem solved without any sanction from me.
What did you just give me? Is that a key?
What are you talking about? I haven't given you anything. Although I will need that back when you're done. Oh, and I am certainly not going to tell you that the ruins can be reached by heading across the footbridge and out the west gate of town. It wouldn't be proper. Not for me, certainly, because I never asked you to do anything, right? Now, I happen to know
Toothbrush scene? There's no mods to improve the quality of this game, like, say, KOTOR or KOTOR 2. There might be, I don't know. Do me a favor and Google search it. There might be a few, like, fan patches here and there.
Of course, being a stranger, he'd not be able to tell you that you'd need to go through the ruins which lie through the west gate. Tourists rarely know the lie of the land, you see. Minister Sheng remembers when flyers were reserved for the wealthy elite of the Imperial City. Now pirates use them to raid the countryside. Disgraceful.
Is there a mod to skip dialogue? I mean, you can hit a button and skip dialogue, but why would you do that?
At the pirate camp upriver,
You see a mod UI overhaul. I'm not really having issues with the UI though.
Pirates very accommodating. I suppose Rue the bosun is mad enough to take you if he's drunk. Yes. Rue is surely the only one who would make the trip. And then the pirates would kill you.
I'm gonna find Rue the boatswain.
Rue announced 3 days ago that he was going to close the Great Dam, but first he stopped at the tea house for a bowl of wine. As far as I know, he's still there. Minister Sheng remembers when flyers
Same thing.
I suppose in theory you could find a flyer at the pirate camp upriver. In practice, however, I doubt you would find the pirates very accommodating.
The mini map is too big. It does give. There is a button that shrinks it though.
Mad enough to take you if he's drunk. Yes. Rue is surely the only one who would make the trip. And then the I recently saw a large fleet of flyers pass by. Minister Sheng held out hope that they had come to escort him away from this.
A bowl of wine. It was actually pretty traditional to drink your wine out of bowls back in some places like that.
But the flyers never stopped in Tien's Landing. They headed upriver towards the pirates' camp. No doubt they went there to refuel, though where they are now, I could not say. Minister Sheng needs doers, not askers.
The information, but I want to ask you about them. What about you?
Ah, my favorite subject. Ask and Sheng, Imperial Minister of Harmony for this entire
Cutscene upscales and surprisingly no quality of life stuff for newer computers other than a mod. Skip the intro to the menu. Yeah, I figured as much.
Don't. Why, how dare... Yes, you are right. I am Minister of this...
This game, I guess, was just never popular enough with fans, and not easy to mod, probably.
I am in disfavor. Are you through? Because you haven't yet picked on my appearance or my family history. Why stop short of completely obliterating the last little bit of dignity to which Minister Sheng clings? Woe to Sheng that his sole ally is an uneducated simpleton. The Ministry of Harmony oversees taxes and executions for this entire region. Judge Fang, the Chief Minister of Harmony...
GameStop wanting to highlight the quality of its new trade-in system, purchased a Pokemon card for $30,000, only to learn it was likely fake.
History of the Empire.
So they just bought it from someone?
The shame... Since the Great Dam opened and the lake drained, there has been a ship trapped in port and the sailors
This game feels like something Seth would review.
Some of them got
I want to know if the content he usually makes, he usually goes for games that have more gameplay or like micromanagement to them. This is not a very micromanaging game.
It is true I am knowledgeable and well.
Then again, maybe you would.
Very well.
If it's weird enough.
A giant among men, superb, the best emperor ever. Surely he will soon allow me to return to the Imperial City. Surely.
What about Death Sand?
Of course, I hold all the Emperor's advisors in the highest esteem. Death's Hand serves the Emperor, as do we all. He is a trifle terrifying, however.
He's done Fable, It's Not Impossible, true.
I respect him. Oh, yes.
He also likes to cover like niche games that other people haven't covered too, from what I know of him. Tell me about the Imperial City.
Oh, I miss it so. And it misses me, I am sure. A grand place, but I fear I shall never see it again. Even the mention of the name brings...
Do you think Microsoft is still going to make that new Fable game, by the way, chat?
Please,
I've had a suspicion that one's going to get cancelled.
Recollecting the grandeur of the Imperial City in these mean and meager surroundings is too cruel a tragedy to bear.
Alright, goodbye.
Yes.
I don't know, I just feel like all the games currently that, you know, Microsoft might be working on could get cancelled. Mr. Shing, I wonder if I could have but a moment of time. For you. What the hell do you need?
Oknikofia apania sasa tatasi no ni nano yok yo wea sonsi ya wo yo wea.
Okay, Sailor's got a lot of silver. He wants some dropped in town.
Kupu sa ya elwath kraka ya nano uksaro isowak nikano wo napia shathia uko.
Got a lot of wine left. As much as people tell me Fable is great, I've never seen anyone actually go, yeah, I did play Fable 1 and liked it, so you will get that out of me. I tried playing Fable 2 and I think I liked it, but I never finished it. I think I just got like bored with it at some point. And I never even bothered playing Fable 3. I got really hyped for Fable, and I did get disappointed I didn't live up to that hype, because that was a game that was promising the world to people, like that time would pass, all the trees around when you would grow, and the entire world would change year by year, and none of that actually happens. Like, at best, your character just looks older, but no one else does around you. This guy wants the dam to stay open, so he keeps selling people booze. YouTuber, you had to go to a 360 store to buy the DLC to Fable 2, only learned it was a 10-hour ad for Fable 3. The DLC for... So it wasn't actual anything worthwhile getting, huh? That's Peter Molyneux for you. I'm not gonna doom this entire town. This is a very dense language this man speaks, gets an entire paragraph out in just a few words. What exposure plan? You have a copy of Fable 3 for PC? That probably doesn't work anymore.
Silver of this magnitude could help us in our efforts. Do not turn away from it lightly.
Whose side are you on? Alright? You stand behind me. Sounds familiar, like a blend of them smash into one. Is that weird? They're probably the person who like came up with it was probably drawing on some real world languages. But it also has a hint of Star Wars in it, like the fake alien languages from that. It sounds a little bit similar to like what Yojamba would be speaking. Because I did just make this after making KOTOR. Alright, I think I can go beat these guys up over here real quick. Really not. You know what I just realized is weird? No footstep sounds. Like I walk, whisper quiet. I knew something fell off. There's like, I think that's just how it was designed. They forgot to add footsteps. YouTube is doing a split screen ad? Oh, for fuck's sake. Like, I tell YouTube not to run ads. I guess they're just gonna start doing it now. At least, wait, at least it's not... So it's like running an ad alongside the stream, so you're still watching the stream? I mean, that's better than nothing, I guess. As long as it doesn't, like, make you stop watching the stream.
You again. What do you want now? Can't you see we're busy? Figurine? You mean that clay statue? Pretty little thing. I just borrowed it for a while. I didn't steal it. But I like it. My ma used to have lots of little figurines like that one. I ain't seen her in a long time. This helps remind me of her.
Get the figurine back, you dog.
Hey, you don't have to get all mad or nothing. I ain't looking to fight you. Here, take the figurine. Yeah. I don't mean to cause no trouble. I just missed
Mobile
my
app
daughter's
sucks, but not one ad. Well, that's because Kick doesn't have ads.
I ain't crying. I just got something in my eye. I gotta go back to the boat now. Come on, boys, let's go.
You love the ad-free stuff here. Yeah, that's because Kick is owned by a gambling company, so they don't need to worry about ads.
You. I have no time for those who do not understand.
I just took care of your problems, so it's alright. When you get drunk, you're not supposed to actually make the hick sound. But how would anyone watching know if they don't do it cartoonishly? Makes crazy, but that kind of money behind you makes sense, yeah. So, but Kick is not profitable, so who knows? They'll probably, like, in a couple of years, cease to function, if I had to guess. But it's, you know, I'm taking a wait-and-see approach. Lily said, Hick, I know. I mean, that's why I said, how do you know someone's drunk if they don't make the hick sound? Here's your statue back.
Konionuyu, kokiyir tatasina. Wo yakuptir, nishin warwair, wo suyir kak. Akwi wo ofir, san kasowir wo siyutana. Onuyuwir napair.
Hard for the best never know when they get bored of this and make it worse. What are you talking about? Trying to think, I've never had the hiccups while drunk. I mean, someone had to, because why would they always animate them like that? Alright, let's see. I'm gonna go back over here, then back up to the dam. But yeah, if you want to ad-free experience, the only one I can offer you is Kick, because Twitch and YouTube want to run ads these days.
An educational trip. From what you discussed with Hui, it would seem we are indeed tied to important events.
I have concerns as well.
Never know when they might get tired of not making money. Well, from what I understand, Kick is like a pittance to their company to run it, because their gambling company makes like several $1 billion a year. So it's not exactly like draining too much of them. I think they like plan to like try for 5 years to get bigger than Twitch, and if they don't, they'd probably bow out or sell it. Who knows? You'd be better served by asking his favorite student. He was at the school 3 years.
We'll focus on you quite a bit by the time we're done, given the Spirit Monk connection. But I asked Dawnstar what she remembers.
The only thing I know about my life before coming to the school is that I was not wanted, probably because of the bad omens I was born under.
Dawnstar, that's her name.
What makes you think that?
Everyone is named like a porn star in this game.
I know because of my name. It's one of the few details Master Li was told. I was named for a red glow opposite the morning sun, like a distant...
Twitch isn't to be interested in running for much longer. Yeah, Twitch, that's the reason I started streaming on Kick and YouTube as well. Because I can't really, like, anticipate Twitch surviving, too, with the way they're currently going.
Yes, I guess so. I wasn't there, of course.
So might as well
No one
diversify.
but you survived. I guess someone saw it, but I don't know where Dirge is or how far the fire was visible. It fits the time, but that just confirms my thoughts about being born under a bad omen. What could be worse than this attack on Dirge and the Water Dragon?
If that is the most troubling thing you learn about your birth, consider yourself lucky.
Alright, we're gonna switch back to you for this.
Is there anything you need? I'll do whatever I can to help.
I'm interested in you, Dawnstar.
No, I didn't have anything pressing on my mind. Although your
Hope they
company is
succeed. I
always
always want more competition. More places I can put
far
stuff.
from anything familiar.
Split screen ads now? Yup, apparently YouTube has
Strange
now started
enemies,
doing this.
troubling plots.
At least
I
it
would be
doesn't take
glad
you
to
away
leave
from
this
watching the
place with my
stream while they
Master
play.
Lee.
I'm guessing the audio is still there though. Can you actually hear me while the split screen ad is going?
I will answer what I can.
Twitch might start letting people gamble on stream too. I thought they like banned people from that.
No, I didn't have anything pressing on my mind. Although your company is always welcome. We seem so far from anything familiar. Be well, my friend.
Alright. Let's add her to the group.
I am honored that you have chosen me.
Come along. To the creepy nightmare forest. I think it was just right here. Which might let you get away with murder as long as you're a woman or a minority. I mean, they just banned a pretty high-profile woman for, you know, pretty horrible acts, so not quite. And she was both a woman and a minority.
The search goes too slowly. We need more eyes and hands in these ruins.
I can summon rats.
Listen well, my minions. Fan out and search behind every stone and under every rock. Somewhere in these
Still in just chatting category, I know, because one, I'd probably get more discoverability by staying there than titling it in Jade Empire. It's a little bit too niche. Hey, badass, you have a good night, dude. Thanks for being here.
Now go.
They actually banned Nina Lynn. Yup, that was her name.
Lieutenant, you are in charge while I go up to the Great Dam and check on the sentry golems. If anyone tries
When
to
you
enter
turn
these
evil, do
ruins,
you really get that many veins going across your face?
Of course, Dread One.
Of course, Dread One.
You have your orders. No one can enter the ruins. Kill the intruder.
Heavenly wave.
dire flame.
Thousand cuts. Heavenly wave.
God damn it, that's so slow to come out.
You won't see me coming.
Thousand cuts.
Give him a thief's sense. One reason you have Twitch is so you can watch Dart and my favorite VTubers. Wait, that's a pretty good reason. I'm glad I'm actually, like, you know, competing with the VTubers for your attention. Not easy to do that these days, you know? Good night, y'all. Hey, Balak, have a good night. Thanks for being here. Monkey. Little monkey fella. Never catch his streams, just his videos. Who's? My ads aren't even split screen, just straight up interruptions. I'm gonna have to like... I can promise you I'm not hitting a run ad video. How often are these ads running on YouTube? Because it's gonna be a pain in the ass if they start doing that, enforcing them on me. Maybe they turned on a feature that I didn't know was turned on. I can turn it off. Whee!
Why you have to be there? Now we have to fight.
Also, thank you, Happy Trash, for giving a sub to Puff.
Heavenly wave.
Are VTubers that good though? They're really just streamers with instead of a webcam, they have like a animated figure. That's really it. Like every 15 minutes or so, that's way too much. I'll see what I can do for next stream. There might be some option I can turn off. If they've added something new to it. Tell me what you want to know, Mr. Radman.
I knows hitting Rat Demon not good. Hitting Rat Demon bad. I also knows that Rat Demons like the taste of ducks. If you got any ducks.
I don't have any ducks.
You not like ducks? No ducks. But maybe you like gems. Rat Demon feels gem is very close. Rat Demon tells you where gem is. Then you let Rat Demon live. Yes? Gem is special. Gem is magic. Gem is near, but gem is hidden. You let Rat Demon live, I'll tell you where to find gem.
Tell me where this gem is.
Gem is hidden behind wall. Go down path and you see. Assassins got rockets set up. They're getting ready to blow up wall with rockets.
We should use the rockets to blow up the wall?
Yes, yes, but rockets need dragon powder. Notice assassins always got dragon powder handy. Good for blowing stuff up. Look around their camp and you find it. You get dragon powder and use rockets to blow up wall. When wall is gone,
Not all VTubers are Twitch thoughts. Some of them don't go for like the sex appeal look. Some of them just want to do anime.
So simple. Yes. Rat Demon help you. Now Rat Demon can go. Yes?
Yeah, get out of here.
Thanks to you, my friend. Good and kind and niceful friend to Rat Demon.
I'm a friend of Rat Demon. Whatever, bro. I mean it's the truth, though. It's like, not everyone who's just, like, using an anime avatar is, like, going for, like, thirst trapping.
Rat better. Demon better. Rat Demon best.
You're kind of annoying, little ghost. Just kind of hovering there. Don't even male VTubers sometimes use female animations? I think some have done that because it's more difficult to make it as a male VTuber. But there's plenty of male VTubers out there who use male avatars. They just go for very pretty male avatars. Press the attack button to close. That or they're a K-On fan and thus exceedingly racist. True, K-On fans are usually like Nazis. For some odd reason. Rockets.
children here, but something wrong with them.
Hey, can you back off? I'm killing a rat.
Why are you here? No one ever comes to the orphanage.
Are you here for us to hurt?
Oh, what did you do to me?
I reach into you and just, I don't know, twist. I've learned to like it in the time I've been here.
Who or what are you?
Her name is Meow. She's gone strange. I'm Bin. We live in the orphanage. At least we used to long ago, before the waters came.
Something up with the stream. Seems like there's a delay. Not that I had any, but on YouTube there were some ads being run. You stop grabbing my fucking crotch.
Stop it, Meow. I don't like you hurting people. It's making you strange.
I don't care. I don't care. Someone
Trying to install Vampire the Masquerade, but GOG is taking the piss. I would say get the Steam version of it, and then just download the patch that lets you like play it properly.
You don't care about us. Big people don't help us. Only want to hurt.
Meow sounds like meow. I knew I was not gonna be the only one thinking that.
Strange because of what happened when the water came. We were locked in here, trapped in the orphanage with the rest of the children. As the water rose, we clawed at the door until our fingernails came off. Then we clawed at the window. When the water was too high, we clawed at each other. Then we stopped. Other children survived. The families helped them and they lived. Nobody thought about the orphans. We had no families to watch out for us.
We're dead, big person.
I should be a woman now with kids of my own. I should have a husband and a house. Instead, I have ashes.
This is like a millennial ghost.
We're tired, living one. We've been here for too many years. We just want to sleep, but we can't. Not until the mistakes of the past are undone.
Anything I can do to help? I can punch you to death.
Can help me. Find the one who did this to us. Find kindly Yushin, the orphan master. Find him and kill him. Bring me his head.
No, Meow, that won't make you happy. That will just make you stranger. We have to figure out some way to rest. We must find peace.
Maybe there's some way I can help.
We can't have peace, but we can have.
The score reminds me of Toph from Airbender.
For me, big person, killing for abandoning us.
What game is this? This is Jade Empire. It's from BioWare. The game they made right after KOTOR and before Mass Effect.
The bones. That's it. The orphan master must bury our bones. He left us to this. Only he can end it.
Think of that. What if it's basically like if they made Baldur's Gate, but in like ancient Japan instead of D&D.
We can find peace for a time at least.
Count your fucking days, YouTube. They just hit you with four unskippable ads. Jesus Christ! No wonder the views have been weak tonight. Hold on, let me go into like settings. Well, I can't. I'll possibly crash the game. Before my next stream, I will look into this. They might have turned something on my channel that's doing that. Where can I find kindly Yushin?
Yushan spent his nights at the tea house. He would lock the orphanage when he left so we didn't get out and cause
Yeah,
trouble.
I'm assuming YouTube turned on an ad setting without me giving them permission to, and it might be doing that. Or they might just taking that away from me, I don't know.
When the flood came, I prayed he would save us. But he never showed up.
Fucking social media, man. Because I never run ads myself.
He didn't care about us. Nobody cares about us. I bet he still goes out at night and drinks in the tea house. It's like we never existed.
Can I ask some questions?
Questions? There's little we could tell you, big person.
You guys know the word for adult?
Of the orphanage. We can't leave.
YouTube's graping Dart with ads. Well, they're hitting all the people watching on YouTube with ads.
Don't listen to Ben. If you find Kindly, you should kill him. I don't want rest. I want revenge.
I'm afraid that wouldn't help, living one. It must be Kindly Yushan himself who does this. Our deaths are on his hands, so he must do the burying.
See if I can find him for you.
Find him and kill him. Bring me Kindly Yushan's head. Or bring him here and let me kill him.
No, please, living one. There has been too much death. If you find him, just bring him here to bury our bones. Then we can finally rest.
Someone needs to chill. This gold girl needs to chill out. Well, she did, like, drown horribly, so she has a right to be upset. Alright. She drained a lot of my health, though. With those, like, grabbing my crotch moves.
I eat your toes when you dead.
Any amount of money is too much to solve a problem they started. I have to agree. What's going on over here?
These pathetic ghosts are becoming an annoyance. Ripping them apart was fun for a time, but now it's just work. I wish we were stationed at Gao's lair instead of here.
Good news. Inquisitor Lim wants us to bring
Time for the forbid on technique of ad blocker. I don't think ad blocker even works on YouTube anymore.
I just changed the command word to Xiaohua this morning. Do I have to change it again?
Inquisitor Lim wants the command word on those sentry golems changed before we
Works on
deliver this
YouTube. Yeah, I don't know what what
Are you
super
going to be the
ads
one
Twitch has, but ad blockers don't get past them. Like, I mean, they don't stop them.
You've made your point. Let's go. It'll be
But I will also be, after this stream is over, I will check my ad settings. YouTube might have turned something on, and I will undo it if I can. So hopefully next time I stream it won't be a problem. Alright, before we continue to this area, let's go back and bring that old guy here so we can, like, deal with the ghosts. You haven't forgotten about the Epstein files? Yes, don't let the YouTube ads make you forget about the release of the Epstein files. Still very important. But once again, I will try to fix the ad situation. I can't do it right now because the stream's already live. But if there's anything I can turn off, I will do so. Where was the exit again? But yeah, I think all of you watching... Okay, not again. Stop breaking the camera. Thank you for watching the chat. Yeah, I gotta make sure people have a good experience. Alright, I think they said that guy was at the tea house. I think I knew who it was, too. This game is so broken. I mean, it's pretty old. It hasn't been updated in a very long time. And it wasn't even a good port when it came out in like 2006. Snick
Lou, I know you
Moohugs.
keep saying you'll close the Great Dam as soon as you get your courage up. But
You could
it's
go
been
around and
3
rehab
days.
lolcows and other YouTube freakazoids.
Old
I think some of
Mother
those are
Claus trying to
beyond
make
your
this
help,
place
Monty.
respectable again? You can't stay here.
Some of them don't
Go
want your
close
help
the
because it
dam.
makes some money.
No, I'm sorry, young one. Let me buy you a drink. 2 bowls of wine and we'll drink a toast to a better time. Just add it to my tab. I'm good for it.
Rue, I don't have time for this. I have other customers to take care of. You have to leave now.
No, I'm really pretty sure I have to drink.
This game seems like it caters to the perverted. What have you seen in it that's perverted? Like,
Close the dam. Yeah,
it's not really like a perverted game. There's like dirty jokes in it. That's just BioWare, or at least what used to be BioWare. Any of you boys watch Uma Musasumi? Is that the horse girl, anime? Bring that man some wine.
Wonderful. Another troublemaker. Well, you two can rot for all I care. I have plenty of other work to do.
Hey, Lucky, I'll see you in your stream.
And who are you? More importantly, do you have any wine handy?
Love you, babe.
Can you get some?
I'm Furious Ming. I need your help.
My help? Nobody asked for my help. They don't even trust me enough to ride on my barge. But I'm not some useless old drunk. I'll show them. That's why I volunteered to go close the Great Dam. You just need a drink or two to get my courage up first.
You should take me to the pirate camp.
You can't be serious. True, my barge is the only way to get there, but the pirates are dangerous.
Aren't all the horse girls in that anime or that game based on real racing horses in Japan? Told you were brave enough to take me.
Mad is what I am. A real loon. Especially when I've had my fill of
Do not
wine.
loot the Umas. That they're there to probably be looted.
Truth is, I'd be happy to take you up to the
Is it
pirates'
anime?
camp
Then probably yeah.
if I didn't have more pressing business. I promised to close the dam and save the town. Truth is, I wish I'd never told anyone what I was going to do. I was a bit drunk
The
when
one
I
sacred
said it,
anime you cannot loot, huh?
but I can't back out now. Everybody
They're also, yeah, most racing horses are male, so they have to gender bend them. Think about that.
They'll think I'm a hero.
Did you hear about some game called
I just
Horses?
need a few drinks
It's a
to
horror
get my
game, isn't it?
courage up before I go.
And it looked really weird, yeah. I think I saw a video for it. But it's also got banned off Steam because of, it's like possible sexual assault or something inside the game. You know what? Intimidation.
Now, no need to get upset. I'm drunk, but I'm not unreasonable.
I mean, it didn't look particularly
Really
good when I
wanna
saw
go
the trailer
that
for it.
badly, I'll take you. You can work out some of that anger on the
But that might be their marketing strategy to like be the one game that Steam can't put on it, despite having tons of porn games,
everything
just
ready.
to get people to pay attention to it.
Just meet me at Beggar's Pier in the southeast corner of town when you're ready to go. Good. I got lots to do before we go. Check the barge, check our supplies, sample the wine. You never want to travel with bad wine.
He seems sincere. It might be foolish to place our trust in someone so fond of wine, but I believe he'll be there when we need him.
Remember, meet me at Beggar's Pier in the southeast corner of town when you're ready to go.
I just hit the button to stop my recording and it feels like it froze the game. Well, there goes an hour of footage I just lost. Maybe not. I think I still capture the footage. But I gotta restart the game, though. I think you give up and just play this on console. If I don't think I'll be able to continue playing this for this very reason. It's just too rough. It's like too unreliable. But I'm gonna finish playing it tonight at the very least, because I think I should be able to like finish up a good chunk of this area of the game, and which is a nice way of showing the game off. But we're gonna continue. I just gotta like kill the game and then come back in. All right, Taskmaster, I need you up. Sorry, no, I knew this would be a problem when I wanted to play it. That's why I didn't play it for years, is because I knew it'd be a pain in the ass. Like, I knew the Steam version and the GOG version did not work very well. What's the next game after this? I've been thinking of playing Ark Raiders, the multiplayer game. So I might do that, because I do already own that. I still want to play more of Dying Light, probably. And I guess I gotta finish up Tormented Souls, too. But I also have the Game Awards coming up soon. That's only one stream. What day is the Game Awards? Is that on the 9th? Alright. We didn't really lose much because they did do some autosaves. Or not. I did lose quite a bit. Everything I did here in the ruins. Yeah.
Demon better! Rat demon death!
Am I paying attention to TGA this year? It feels like Gabe has something to tell us. People are claiming that. We'll see. That would be people would lose their shit if, you know, a Half-Life 3 trailer dropped during it. It would be like Jeff's like crowning achievement to do that. Let's talk to the ghost kids again. Is Dying Light good? It's alright. It's definitely better than the sequel. Dying Light 2. Got your first doctor's appointment? You alright, man?
You can't keep up.
Why are you?
Are you here for us to hurt?
Her name.
We're dead, big person. We're dead, and you can't hurt us anymore.
I must grace these
You.
Stop it, yeah.
Maybe I can help you.
I'm afraid that wouldn't. You shan't.
Let's quickly go do that now. Kickbot is real? You think there's an actual human behind Kickbot and he's just pretending to be that? Right. Back to tea house, talk to dude, get dude there. Kickbot doesn't believe the PS5 Pro is real. I mean, I don't believe it's real either. What proof do you have that it truly exists? I've never seen one. Nothing but a psyop. Big government ain't getting that one over me. I continue to drink my own urine and survive. Only pure substance left that doesn't contain microplastics. Always trust people who drink their own pee is what I'm trying to say. It's the only ones that know anything is real anymore. Alright, get this drunk guy.
Rue, I know... You will?
Alright, there we go. Recovered. Kevin Costner had the right idea before he won. True. The man was a genius.
Can't you just leave an old man in peace? Why do you care? That was a long time ago. Long, long ago. All I want is to forget those days. They're gone. Gone forever.
What happened the day of the flood?
I was at the market buying food when the flood came. I ran back to the orphanage, but the water was too high. There was nothing I could do. The water kept rising. I had to flee. I came here with other survivors and settled this town. I tried to start a new life, but everywhere I go, I see little faces watching me.
You watched Waterworld recently? The movie is so much worse than Remember. It's one of those movies I think is bad, but it's still entertaining.
I should have died with them.
It's like, it's not boring movie.
No, it wouldn't have. But these days, I live a sad, pathetic existence. Would things be any worse if I was a ghost in the ruins?
You may have been in Meow.
I've not heard those names in many years. Meow. Meow was the best of my wards.
She sounded like a saying a cat.
Caring for the babies, putting everyone to bed.
She was unfortunately named Meow.
Meow was strong. She did not give up easily. As for Bin, I recognize the name. A quiet boy, I think. I barely remember him, but they're gone now. All of them.
Is the game bad? Is this game bad? But no, this game is good. It's just old and janky. Trying to play this game is like... have you played KOTOR before? Trying to play this game would be like trying to go back and play the Xbox version of KOTOR. The one that originally released. You're probably still going to enjoy it, but you're going to realize, wow, this game just came out at a different time of video games. Back when, before certain standards became commonplace.
No, not the orphanage. The ruins are haunted. The children will be waiting for me.
But no, I like this game. I give it a thumbs up. I wouldn't recommend it just because it's hard to play it nowadays.
You're right. I can carry this burden no longer.
But the writing is good in it.
Let's face the demons of my past and end this one way or another. I will go with you and accept.
Kickbot is only updated to 2023. Really? Ask Kickbot what year it is. How am I playing this game on PC through GOG? Am I using an emulator? I probably should have played it on an emulator of Xbox. That would have been an easier experience.
You live? All this time you were here, and I left you to this. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
Saying sorry isn't enough. You must pay. Now I get to hurt you forever and ever.
No, Meow. Yushan was not brought here so we could make him suffer. He must bury our bones. Then we can finally rest.
Who has been says Yushan? Bury these bones.
I am so sorry.
Don't you mean Tanzanian Xbox? No, in this case, because I own an original copy of this game, I can just say, yo, emulator. I think that's how it works. Stern face. And nope, it's 2023, huh?
It's gone.
And it's so arrogant about it as well.
The children are buried at last. I just wish I could do more.
I feel better now. I feel warm. I haven't felt warm in so long. Thank you.
Thank you, Living One. We can finally rest because of you. We can finally be at peace.
And they go straight to hell.
And I must thank you too. I have lived with
Look at that fight going on in the background, this cutscene.
Now that this is done, maybe I can finally move on with my life because of you.
Goodbye, Living One. Goodbye forever.
Honestly, I should have been doing an asshole run. Oh, don't stop. No, please. You keep breaking the camera. God, I don't know. Oh, man. The only way to fix it. Maybe this will fix it.
Idiot! He's obviously a spy. Kill him!
1,000 cuts.
There we go.
Focus.
Oh, nope, still busted. Alright. I gotta see if I can reach, like, a different area of the map to fix the camera. I have to play it blind, essentially. I don't know, boy, this might be where the run ends. Don't know if I can continue. Make the map bigger. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, here we go. Oh, wrong way. I'm nothing but a blue arrow on the screen right now. Right, here we go. I did it somehow. I did it. This is showing like I'm learning entirely new skills as a video gamer here tonight. I could have probably saved and reload, but I didn't want to do that either. Alright, you got any like stuff I can steal? No? We need the black powder to blow up the wall. Next video on the channel, how to unglitch your jank and ass 2000 game. Just play it on an emulator, that's how you unjank it. Those videos who do numbers, how to unjank a game. I don't have the skill set to know how to unjank most games. Let me close my door real quick. Because I believe Lucky just started streaming over on her channel. So if you guys are going to want to go watch that, or pop open a tab for her, that's now available to you. Trap, thank you. Thank you, Trap. Hello, I'm on Ozempic.
Mind, all mine, are dead, no matter, all mine.
What's her channel name? I'll be rating her once I'm done, but if you go on YouTube and look for Lucky_Charmsy, you'll find it. She's streaming Zelda right now, I think. Who are you?
I'm Yushi, Stabber Yushi. Everyone was afraid of me when we were alive. Toughest convict on the chain gang.
I've activated the BRAP card. Ooh. I applaud the joke. That works. I like that. But, ugh.
But I know he only came to laugh at us. So, Turnkey had to die. The water kept rising, and then we died. But the glory is still ours, even when we're dead. And now you'll join us.
Got her up. Hey, thank you.
1,000 cuts. You're too slow. I'm too much.
Don't have money to support, so this is the next best thing I do. Hey, I appreciate it. She doesn't stream on Kick, but hey, just giving people numbers is more than enough support. Helps more than you think. The soft pedal. Press the attack button to close. I think that was the gem the rat was telling me about. You owe me a lot? You don't owe me anything, but I appreciate you, like, watching my stuff. Why did she get a sword while you just have a employee fisticuff? I mean, I can get a sword too. I just chose to have a staff. God damn it again. Back. Fall back. So we can level up. Let's see. Also, we got max damage with that. I think we got new gems too. Arm, soft pedal. +2. Bronze tongue, charm, intimidate. Okay, that's pretty good. to the quarry. Joking, please do not do that. What is it? Monty, how good looking are you asking Monty how nice his feet are? I mean, I've shown feet on stream, so I think I've got everyone here beat. For me, it's sleep. Dart's voice outs me sleep easily, which helps me a lot, cause for a while now I can't really sleep till like 1 or 2 in the morning. Even if I was getting a hey, like many people have told me that, to the point where I've considered making like a reading channel where I just like read stuff off to help people sleep. I guess my stream's gonna do the same thing. You can just put one of those on.
There is much suffering in this quarry. So many lives lost.
Crazy sad to say though his streams make me pass out more than I'd like to admit. I mean, hey, sleep is necessary, man. Don't worry about it. And I do not mind helping people do that. I don't know what quality my voice has that helps people sleep so well, though. Dulcet tones of a young southern lad would be a great putting me to sleep. When you say it like that.
Strangler cheese who smells something fresh.
Who are you?
Strangler Jizu is king in this place. Alive? King of the prisoners alive. Dead? King of the prisoners dead. Watercomb. People leave Strangler Jizu and other prisoners to die. Water come faster. We scramble, run, claw each other. Then water everywhere. But we not die. Strangler Jizu has too much hate to die.
I'm just full of it. Hate keeps the heart pumping.
Strangler Jizu.
1,000 cuts.
Oh. Okay. Didn't know he had 3 health bars. Maybe your voice vibrates at a certain frequency. I mean, maybe there's science to this after all. Die, foul spirit.
1,000 cuts.
Oh, I can't still chi from you? Oh, shit.
1,000 cuts. You're too slow.
And it's all of his helpers.
Focus.
Got him.
Who's that? I can't see you. Is somebody there? What do you want?
You got a really bassy southern voice. Have I heard? For some reason, I keep telling me I keep telling myself I've seen a video of you, Monty, and I don't think I have. I think I've seen someone. I think I've just seen like images of you. So I was trying to like, do I know your voice? Who are you?
I think I am Turnkey Sheet.
So do you think these people get their first name at birth and they just have to live up to that role, or do they just like for some reason their first name always ends up being a title of what they do for a living? You have a feet pic of Monty? I mean, that's nothing too special.
Happened? I don't remember. This is the quarry where the prisoners are chained up.
No one really truly values feet pics, except the people who pay for them, so people will give them away for free.
Remember the water rising? Everyone ran, but I came back for the prisoners. I had the only key. They are bad men, but no one deserves to die like that. I went to free them. I freed Strangler Jizu first, and then he put his hands around my throat. I couldn't breathe.
There's your problem. He's got a name called Strangler Jizu.
Jizu was insane. He loved death. He hungered for it. He fed on it. Even his own, I guess. I wasn't thinking. I shouldn't have freed him first. Maybe not at all. My spirit was bound to this place, trapped by the man who killed me. Strangler Jizu's hate kept me chained in death, just like I kept him chained in life. But you destroyed Jizu. His hold on me is broken. My spirit is free.
Do you think you can like reform and get a new name, or are you stuck with it for life once you get it?
Release in that freedom.
See, this is why we needed sequels to get answers to these lore questions. You can't imagine me playing this for another stream. I mean, the technical difficulties are the only thing that's going to keep me from doing that. It's just a bit too unreliable. Because I like this game. It just, you know, the jankiness is like throwing me off. Thick skin gem. I only strangled 84 people. That's not nearly enough to be called Strangler yet. You don't get feet bros, they literally have different brain chemistry than you. That's the reason.
I'm a ghost, but I'm a little girl too. I'm trapped here. I can't leave, and I can't die. It's cold in here and wet, and I'm scared. I don't like it here. Please help me. I've been trapped here for so long. The outside is so close. I can see it, but this puddle is blocking my way. I don't see any way around it.
only a few inches deep.
Don't you know how I died? I drowned when the flood came. It was
You know, I find it difficult and impossible to do an evil run in games. I usually do those for my second playthrough.
I just can't. Please help me. Please.
What's in this for me?
I'm just a little girl, and I'm a spirit. I have nothing I can give you, but this is such a small thing for you, and it means so much to me. Please, won't you help me? I think I know how you can help me. Look at the ceiling. It looks like there was a cave-in long ago, and somebody put these poles here to hold the ceiling up. All you have to do is break these poles, and the ceiling will collapse. A whole bunch of rocks will fall into the water, and I can skip across them and leave this place.
Cave-in could kill me.
No, it should be safe, and I have to get out of here. I have to leave. Please trust me. I wouldn't ask if I thought you'd get hurt.
Fine.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I just know you can help me. Please hurry.
She said she saw no way around that puddle, but there's clearly a path she could have walked. Nothing else. You shouldn't have just run through it. Something tells me she wasn't a ghost. But anyways, we got other things to deal with. Besides that, you know, ancient evil we probably just freed.
I ate your toes when you did.
It's holy puddles. Alright, we're back to where we were when we... Technically, where we were when the game crashed. Ugh.
These pathetic ghosts are becoming an annoyance. Ripping them apart was fun for a time, but now it's just work. I wish we were stationed at Gau's lair instead of here.
Good news. Inquisitor Lim wants us to bring the inscrutable power source to Gau's factory. Just change the command word
If it's
on
in,
the dam sentry so
the
we can
inscrutable power source.
I just changed the command word to Xiaohua this morning. Do I have to change it again?
Inquisitor Lim wants the command word on those sentry golems changed before we deliver this power source. Are you going to be the one to tell him you couldn't be bothered?
You've made your point. Let's go. It'll be safer if we stick together. There are many dangers along the way to the dam.
Dangers. Like command words slipping into enemy hands?
1,000 cuts.
Stop blocking so much.
I block for you.
Realize there's another lever right here, right? Sheer luck. That's kind of like, what was even the point of that obstacle? What exactly would be used to sanctify water in ancient China? I don't know, holy ceremonies? Rice? I'm sure they had their own sacred water stuff. Some kind of ritual. That's all it is. It's like you pretend it's like you're holy.
You are drawn by destiny, like water flowing, bleeding. Have you begun to question your path? It is murky, blocked, but carefully crafted. You are on this path because you have been shaped, groomed, and the predators have been drawn away to let you
I don't like the
pass.
word that groom and
Can
predator
you
was
see
used in the
how
same
that
sentence
path
there.
winds towards your
He
prey?
really said rice? I mean, yeah, you could, I mean, they literally talked
You are
about
meant
holy
to
rice
learn,
water in Silent
but
Hill
not
F.
too much. To see, but not too clearly. To succeed, but not
Those
completely.
fingers, you wondering what they can do?
To control an outcome, control the beginning. It is godlike, the most arrogant action. That is what was done. I weaken. But listen. Endings come at their own pace. You would better serve your cause by asking where.
I want to say, if you guys like this game or the cut of it, I have a book. No, I have a book recommendation for you called. It's called Bridge of Birds. One of my favorite books.
For now,
It kind of hits on a lot of the same elements of this game of like ancient China and ancient Chinese mythology, but in a really good way. Did you hear that Joe Rogan said that Jesus is going to return as AI? That is the most Joe Rogan thing I've ever heard Joe Rogan, say. I mean, to be fair, he's using some like metaphors there, but if we actually create AI that's super intelligent, it'll be pretty much the same as creating like a god in terms of like versus humans. So that might be what he's kind of implying, is that we're kind of like in the process of creating like a digital god, if it's even possible. But saying digital Jesus, that's a bit weirder. Kill this man, little child.
I sense something strange about this girl. She is more than she appears.
The Guardian is coming. He's very mad. He got mad at this man and hurt him. You better go away right now or he'll get mad at you too.
Who are you?
I don't matter. Only the Guardian matters. He's going to be very cross with you. You should run before he gets here.
Who's this Guardian?
Oh, it's too late. I told you to run away, but you didn't listen. Now the Guardian's here and he's going to hurt you. He's really mad.
Thousand cuts.
The fuck? Will not have the gem. You know this before you die. I will hunt down every Lotus assassin in the Empire until I get the amulet your master stole. You can, like, talk and stuff? If I fell for your deception and that of the other Lotus assassins, I am no ignorant beast. I am a guardian, bound to protect the treasures of this place. Failed when I allowed your master to steal the amulet from me, but I will not fail again. You will never escape with the gem. Amulet, gem? What are you talking about? I will not listen to your lies. I will not be fooled again. Possible if you not hear 1,000 cocks when he says 1,000 cuts. Yo, you gotta hear what you want to hear. And he does kind of sound like he says 1,000 cocks. This Guardian is actually like just the physical representation of Bonnie Blue.
Express these wounds. Focus.
This cannot be. No one can defeat me. Even when your Lotus Assassin Master wrested the amulet from me, he did so by foul trickery. Followers fought me by the dozen, a distraction while he stole the amulet and fled, but you challenged me alone, and you are winning. Who are you? I am Furious Ming. Is it possible? Are you the one for whom I have waited? Is it true you have come because of my failure against the Lotus Assassins? I did not think to test you. I waited so long, only to endanger my task over petty pride. Forgive me, Grey One. This gem I guard is meant for you. Take it and know that I, Chai Ka, am your loyal servant, sworn to protect you. Why do you want to serve me? Want and desire have nothing to do with it. A greater power commands me. You are the one I was summoned for, so I must obey. Sworn to serve you, the rightful owner of this gem, I am bound to guard and protect you so that you might fulfill your destiny. I am Chai Ka, the Heavenly Gate Guardian. In the language of your realm, I am called a demon. My mind is uneasy here, and here are many things I cannot remember. But I know my fate is bound to yours. Your path will surely lead you to the amulet that was stolen from me, and I will be glad to see it in your hands where it belongs. Honored to have you as my companion. Honor is mine, Great One. My purpose is to help you fulfill your destiny, and I will do this to the best of my ability. Who is that little girl? The little girl you spoke to before is named Wildflower. She is my anchor to your world. It's through her that I can exist here. She is special. Without her, I could not bridge the gap between your realm and my own. With her as my host, I can manifest myself here. She is a sorceress? No, she commands no magic. She is my anchor in this world. She's an anchor binding me to the mortal realm. I could not... We are separate, but in many ways we are also one. I could explain it better if I could, but as I said, it's difficult to understand. Alright. Ask you some questions. What is my destiny? Do not know. Will of heaven is kept from me. I only know what I am supposed to. Knew was to guard the amulet and the gem, and I was to wait for the rightful owner. Now I know I must help you fulfill your destiny, whatever that may be. How did you end up here? That's for protection of the amulet and the gems that are part of it. But to do that, I had to enter the mortal realm where they were. For Zixir, I needed an anchor. That is where Wildflower was held me. With the ability to influence and manipulate her material realm, I could carry out the task. But even with Wildflower anchoring me to this world, I failed in my mission. Treachery took the amulet from me. Now we must recover it to fulfill your destiny. How did Wildflower know to come here? She was already here. It was a benefit to both of us as she served as my host. The will of the heavens dictate, and no mortal or demon can resist them. What were the items you were guarding? 2 treasures were entrusted to me, an amulet and a gem. Both are items of great power, but I do not know what they do. I only know that they were meant for you. I have given you the gem and fulfilled my part of the mission, but the Lotus Assassins took the amulet from me. You will need both to fulfill your destiny. I follow you in the normal sense. I exist here within Wildflower and can only manifest for short periods. She will accompany you, and through her, so will I.
The Guardian wants me to give you this. That man over there had it. It's an inscrutable power source. The Guardian says you might need it.
Scrutable power source? What's that?
The Guardian doesn't know what it's for, but he knows it's important. Otherwise, why would that man have
Going to
had
bed
it?
soon. Hey, Dominic, you have a good night, dude. Thanks for being here.
The Guardian says we don't have to stay here anymore. He says we have to go with you now. Is that right?
We got a child companion. Come on, you and Chai Ka are with me.
Good. I like you. The Guardian likes you too.
Stick with me for now. I want to see what the two of you can do.
This is going to be exciting.
We're gonna kill! Inferior Scholar. That was the gem you were protecting? That ain't that great.
Who dares approach? Speak the command word or suffer the wrath of Death's Hand, loyal servant of the Emperor over us all.
Yes. Oh yeah, there's these stone statues too. Oh, it was Xiao Hua.
Xiao Hua, you may pass.
Later on, you're gonna have to fight him though. Tragedy in the Tian's Landing, the history of nearly 2 decades ago. Yeah, gotcha. Flooded town. That's just a shortcut. Nope, shit, go back. We gotta lower the dam gate. Mechanism to open and close the dam is controlled by a powerful enchantment focused on the jade heart of the center. It's obvious that if you close the dam again, the ruins will flood fairly quickly and you would no longer be able to reach the old Tian's landing site. Close the dam. I'm sure it would take a lot longer than this for this area to fill up with water again. Alright. The town is saved.
I hope you took a moment to celebrate as you flooded the valley. Whatever you hope to achieve by drowning that sad place will soon be undone. Sergeant, if you will, eliminate this pest.
You don't need to follow this assassin's orders, Sergeant. To kill my sins of pity, what's next? The town was suffering. Think of the people, Ball. My loyalty is to the Empire.
The sergeant knows his place, and he understands that what we assassins do is for the good of the Empire as a whole. If a few people suffer, then they do so for the glory of Emperor Sun.
Suck on that then.
You can't keep up.
You're holding the L firmly. Why? What'd you do?
The water covering everyone? Those poor children. I hate the water. It's too familiar.
No, we can't get back into the ruins. All flooded. Except for that.
You're too slow.
Might as well take that experience though. Alright, back to town. Tell everybody the good news there. Be reigned as a hero. Get paid. Demon is a nice party member. Trying to remember. They are a good character because there's some different things they can do. But I don't think there's any. I think my favorite character member, party member I always had was Black Wind. He was the one I always kind of used the most. We haven't gotten him yet. About time I get ready for work. I'll catch you fellas next time. Have a good night chat. Also, Dart. And also Dart. Well, hey. I'm the one who's had the best time. But hey, thanks for being here tonight, Monty.
You have managed to survive. I suppose someone of your skill cannot be easily dissuaded.
Who are you? Why did you attack me?
You may call me Silk Fox. I apologize for my previous aggression, but I thought you were in league with an enemy of mine. I was clearly mistaken. Powerful forces are at work here. You are caught in great events that are beyond you. But I may have use for someone as impetuous as you.
Why should I trust you?
Trust? I never said we should trust each other. I don't trust you at all, but our goals may be similar. I want nothing more than for you to continue your journey. You seek the old man who was taken from Two Rivers, correct? Of course you do. He was taken by Death's Hand. I could tell you where his minions have gone. For a price.
You want for this information?
A simple trade. I tell you where the abductors are, and you tell me who that old man is.
Master Lee, my teacher.
You mix truth with lies. He must be more for Death's Hand to keep him alive. Still, you've told me what I need to know. It would take a season to reach the Imperial City by land or water. Air is the only quick way, but you need a wind map. I know the location of one. Lord Yun governs much of the Great Southern Forest. He petitioned the Lotus Assassins for a wind map so he could settle a trade disruption. Of course, that has earned him their attention in addition to whatever trouble is infesting his lands. I doubt he has time for charity, but you might try to find him.
Help me defeat Death's Hand.
I have matters of my own to attend. If you survive...
She reminds you of Melinda? Yeah. She's also got like a Sheikah vibe to her, or like from Zelda.
City, you must go to the forest and get that map from Lord Yun. My path takes me elsewhere. If you actually reach the Imperial City, I will be impressed. Until then, I wish you luck. You are a surprising little peasant.
Tom. She has a monster mouth. I will spoil it for you. She's a love interest, in case you didn't figure that out.
Hey, you're the man the captain said to look out for. He said to tell you thank you very much and to give you this. I think he couldn't wait to get out on the river. And as soon as the water came back, he left.
Thank you for the Thank you. Here's a silver piece.
Thanks so much. Wow, now I can eat for another day. Does it get any better than this?
Oof, that guy is easily pleased.
The people of Tian's Landing owe you a great debt. You saved their town. Master Lee would be proud of you, as am I. If you could spare some time, could we talk about what we have seen?
Yeah, I got a minute or two to kill.
I'm not sure I can make my concerns fully understood. Our time in the ruins, the creatures we encountered, so much unrest. This was different from what I have seen before. There is pain here, but hatred too. The spirits around Two Rivers seemed aimless, lost. These are focused. I feel they would linger here, even without the support of whatever has increased the ghosts elsewhere. I suppose that is true. Left behind by their neighbors,
You like this music,
literally
Doctor?
to die. Could you recover from such abandonment? I'm not sure that I have.
Cast paper cut on the scrotum and steal his balls. 1,000 balls. Good martial arts style. You were abandoned. Tell me about that.
I should not feel bad about it. I was not left to die. I was sent to
Your
study at
AOL
school.
handle was
Probably
Nasty
some aspect
Natalie
to deal with
69.
Sensitivities.
I knew quite a few Nasty Natalies back on the old
doesn't compare,
AOL
really.
days.
These spirits,
That and
they
the,
truly
well, no, the
suffer and have a
TeamSpeak
right
days. I
to
knew
turn
quite a
on
few
those who
nasty
left them
Natalies.
behind.
Or nasty characters in general.
Me?
Also, a lot of
I feel
people
like
with
my
69 in
abandonment
there.
was partially my fault, but I was 3 and I couldn't help being different. I would have tried to fit in if I had been given a chance.
And 420, yeah, 420, 69. A lot of people chose those numbers for some reason. Glad you came to the school. Don't linger on fools who may have shunned you.
I know I shouldn't. I can see the result of such pain in
You
the
nasty
poor
Nate's
creatures in the
sister.
ruins. I do not want to
Heard he had
suffer
a
such
sister.
anger, such bitterness. It may not seem like it, but I draw great strength from you and the things you say.
I should probably make
I'm
my
grateful for
webcam a little smaller. It might be taking up too much of the
As
screen.
always,
You
I have
guys think
much
it's
to
too
think
big?
about after speaking with you. Perhaps we can continue this another time.
Don't want it to be obnoxious sized.
Be well, my friend.
Let's go talk to Minister Xing. Fine, I just want to make sure. I might shrink it out a little bit. Lines up with the bull. I can shrink chat too. That doesn't mean no, I would have to shrink both if I did that. Offer you an enormous amount of silver to perform a simple task. Instead, you chose to close the Great Dam and ruin my business. It's too late for the wine operation, but I am a man of business and I plan to collect payment in one form or another. As soon as the monster appeared behind me, they should have probably ran for the lives.
The dam is closed once again. Tien's Landing may... Let me add my thanks to that of the rest of the town. It is nice to have one less thing to
I
worry
think
about.
people would get a
We have
bit,
more than enough troubles here already.
but I give them credit for throwing down. I mean, maybe they're very brave.
Goodbye, great.
But I don't know, a lightning striking the ground and a demon appearing in front of you is pretty intense. I feel like that's going to engage your flight or fight response. Because he is just a wine merchant. I don't know why he even threw down with us.
The Emperor won't allow those slaving pirates.
There are ghosts wandering the land. I won't leave my house after dark.
Oh, I just saw T-Bows over there.
Greetings once more. I have the...
Yeah, you got nothing. This guy should sell something now, though.
Sipasayer ki unir, Juanurk shinro ni sipa. Woya kuptir, ni shin wa...
Flawed Warrior Gin, Inferior Warrior Gin. Storm Dragon style. Yeah, we want that. You just buy your martial arts in this game.
You did it! How the people will sing the praises of Minister Sheng, who found, hired, and sent forth the helpful peasant who ultimately solved the problem.
I'm gonna take credit for my exploits.
Not at all. I may even mention you in my report. Minister Sheng remembers...
Okay. Goodbye.
Very well, run along. Now that the dam is closed
If I can buy
again,
combat
Minister
skills,
Sheng
I
is
would
on
too.
his way back to
I mean, I wouldn't blame you.
City. I'm sure of it.
But you think this game would have actually had to like do some kind of training for them? Looks like he's got a quest, but it's not acting up. Also, level up time. You know what? Give me more of that stuff. Good old health. And this Let's make sure 1,000 cuts just does all we need to right now.
Hello? The pirates are... Yes, I believe that was his name. The... Are you accusing Minister? Very well, run along. Now that the dam is closed again, Minister...
Even with the dam closed, Sheng still cries at night about going back to the Imperial City.
Well, there we go. Whew, same here. I hate thinking about it, though. Instant lonely feeling. Hold on a second. We're done playing the game for the night, I'm afraid. Because it is almost midnight, so we're just going to turn it back into just chatting for a bit. At least a few minutes, anyways. So, chat, I'm thinking I'm going to stop playing this game just because it's way too difficult to keep playing it right now. The constant breaking of it and losing footage is not optimal. I will need to come back to this game at some point, maybe, but it will probably need to be like a Xbox or Xbox 360 version if that exists, and be emulated because it's just too rough. It's not as fun to play with a keyboard and mouse either. It's mainly made for consoles. So that's how I'm looking at this one right now. I'm going to put this one away. Some of you are probably glad of that. You probably weren't enjoying it that much. Yeah, I had the right RPG sometimes. I'm definitely going to try and play this game again, but I'm also on Steam, so wish me luck. Yeah, I'm playing the GOG version. Steam, I have no idea. But like I said, the best way of probably playing this would be an emulator for either the Xbox or Xbox 360 version, is what I'm thinking. Someone will find something more. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to try playing a multiplayer game, actually. I have not streamed a multiplayer game in quite a while, and I think it's time. And apparently Arc Raiders is pretty good, so maybe it'll be a new thing for me. But, you guys like the stream? Pretty good? Solid? Appreciative? I certainly appreciate having you all here. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. Season 26 of your sitcom. That's a lot of seasons. But yeah, I'll be streaming again tomorrow. So please check me out again. If you're new here, please follow me on one of my various things. Whatever you're watching me on, just follow me there. Check out my Discord. I got one of those too. But before I leave, though, I'm going to send you guys over to my fiance, who is currently streaming Zelda, I think, tonight. So I'm setting up that raid now. I think you guys will like her if you like me. It's pretty much similar people, you know? So go ahead and give her a follow, too. Also, the Patreon is going to be getting a Shenmue video as well as a podcast episode in the next couple of days. So I recommend going over there and becoming a member, either free or either free or a paid member. You'll get a piece of content no matter what. Podcast for free, Shenmue video for the paid. And it's pretty cheap if you want to do it too. So give that a look. That's it for me tonight, though. I want to thank all of you tonight. Thank you to the mod team. Thanks for everyone watching on Twitch, YouTube, and the Kick crew as well. Holding it down over there. Much appreciated. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace, everybody.